Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Yes? What? We're good? Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 3, Episode 5, Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
I cannot swim.
Elliot as Reet the Heartseeker.
Wait, say my name again?
Elliot as Reese the Heartseeker.
Thank you. And Reese will say there's no place like home.
As always, I'm Lumby Bronzearm, and I will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra prepared to leave Shadow Valley once again. Sharing a nice breakfast with the Bold Ones and Nawala, the morning passed with pleasant chit-chat. Unlike after coronation, all were able to say their goodbyes this time. In their horse-drawn carriage, Lux Et Umbra set off down the well-worn road. On a rest area near a cool river was found the caravan of the merchant Tamley Grint. The untimely poisoning death of Bort Bargith was the event that brought Lux Et Umbra together in the first place, so a joyous reunion was had. Ulf and Ulf were impressed by how pumped up Khan and Zavid had become. Reese and Frag made quick friends via the universal language of arm wrestling. While Lux Et Umbra and Tamley's caravan had a great time, from the surrounding wood came a yell from a mysterious man with a sword in hand. Demanding the gold from the caravan to give to the poor, the mysterious brigand introduced himself as Cutlass Crow. Aiding the highwaymen were the Frolicsome Feathers, Caesar Corvus, and Cardinal Charlotte. A rousing fisticuffs broke out, but the thieves had clearly bitten off much more than they could chew. Zavid paralyzed Caesar, putting the fear of Cabriri in his heart. Using the power of the purse, Khan paid off Charlotte with a small sack of gold, a pittance to the noble rat. Knowing his own strength, Reese decided to simply punch his foes rather than hacking him to pieces. The leader of the bandits, Cutlass Crow, asked...
Oh no.
Oh no?
No.
Cutlass
No,
Crow
please.
is where we left off. Lumbee, come back. Let's do Ooh. I'm gonna put us in an intermission screen till they come back.
Yep.
Or starting soon screen, so let's do that. Let's do
Literally here. To us, you're frozen, Lumpy.
Yeah. One.
Hey, sorry about that, everybody. My internet cut out on me. Let's try that one more time. I'll jump back a couple of seconds. Let's see here. Demanding the gold from the caravan to give to the poor, the mysterious brigand introduced himself as Cutlass Crow. Aiding the highwayman were the Frolicsome Feathers, Caesar Corvus, and Cardinal Charlotte. A rousing fisticuffs broke out, but the thieves had clearly bitten off much more than they could chew. Zavid paralyzed Caesar, putting the fear of Cabriri in his heart. Using the power of the purse, Khan paid off Charlotte with a small sack of gold, a pittance to the noble rat. Knowing his own strength, Reese decided to simply punch his foes rather than hacking him to pieces. The leader of the bandits, Cutlass Crow, at last knew he was defeated as he was held aloft by above the campfire by the arm of Frag. Showing their new android orc friend that they were indeed not the baddies, Lux Et Umbra allowed the Frolicsome Feathers to leave with their lives, and a lesson on how to better rob from the rich and give to the poor. Tamley, Glunda, Ulf, and Ulf were ever grateful for being saved once again by their longtime friends. Back on the road once more, our heroes headed south towards the city of Almas, Khan's hometown. Beaming in the familiar locale, pointing out the local sights and histories, the Isoki led her group to the Golden Eyrie. Contracts were signed, insurance was purchased, and a massive spiral staircase was ascended. At the top of the spire was Reginald Cormoth, leader of the Alman Air Force, and his flock of griffins. After a brief lesson, Lux et Umbra climbed into their saddles and flapped away into the wild blue yonder. That's where we're coming back in today, and let me reshare that map for you since I crashed Fantasy Grounds. Hopefully that's up for you now.
Yep, I'm getting that assist and ready, putting Reese back in the game. And yeah, we should be good.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So, you take off from the top of the Eyrie, and you see the sights of the town of Almas. And I have a picture of that here, actually. As you're flying away, you see the large skyline slowly drift off in the horizon behind you. And if in front of you is nothing but a vast sea of blue water. You have a moment where, with each of you learning to ride these griffins, because this is a very new experience. You rode on the back of Cyprigrod not long ago, but he was not saddled. You were not in any control of him. It takes a little bit of getting used to control these griffins. They do tend to fly a little low to the water. They don't like being that high up because it gets cold at the high altitudes. But you're flying around, and
Whoa, the water's wiggly.
Yes, I made the water
Oh.
wiggly. That's a feature of Fantasy Grounds. You can do little special effects here and there.
That's so cool.
I layered a couple of special effects to try and replicate water waves. I was hoping it was effective, so
Yeah.
thank you. Great. Yeah, you kind of... could everyone give me perception checks, please?
In the tower?
Yes.
Where did my character sheet go? Also, where's my character?
Yeah.
There we go. It was behind the maps that you had.
Yes.
I got it. We're good. Perception
maps.
check, you said.
Mhm.
Do.
Huh, I can't move the map. It's weird.
Oh, that's weird. Is it like locked or something? Try closing it and I'll reshare it for you.
Okay.
Tell me when
Okay,
it's...
there we go.
Is it closed?
It's closed, yes.
All right, here you
But
go.
now I am Con.
There
Yay,
you go.
thank
Yes,
you.
now I see. All right, fabulous. I see Con up there. All right, so you kind of have a moment to yourselves. It's very beautiful out here. It's very calm. The waves are much like you see on the map. They're not waves. They're just calm lapping. You hear seagulls cawing. You see the occasional fish jump. And Con, could I get a perception check from you once in the tower in a moment?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Huh, okay, now that's weird. That shouldn't be happening. I can't drag anything from my character sheet.
Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Why can't you? Oh, I see that. I can't either. That's bizarre. What in the heck is going on there? Huh. Are you able to do a roll with a d20?
Oh,
wait.
yes.
Hey, there we go. Try again. It might have just been laggy.
Okay.
For now, I'll just use that roll, but go ahead and try again. So it's a 16 plus 16, so that's a 32, what you got. Doesn't matter that you know, it's fine. So...
Oh?
Oh, hey, did it work that time? Fantastic.
It did, but I couldn't drag it into the dice tower.
That's very strange.
Okay.
Okay.
It was a 16 anyway.
Yeah, it's a 16 anyway. So either way, you get a 32 on that. Reese is the one who notices this, actually. Out the corner of your eye, you kind of see a splash of water, and I'm hoping that showed up. Do you see that on the map?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And from out of it, you see what appears to be a dolphin. It pops its head up above the waves and splashes back down. And then a moment later,
I yank my griffin to go high. What the fuck is that? Ah!
yes, Zavid, you would probably have no idea what this creature is.
This thing scares me more than anything I've seen thus far.
Oh my god.
And a few moments later, you see another splash, and it comes out again.
They're man-eaters! Get up! Quick!
David, it's fine. It's fine. You're not in any danger.
Unless you're another thing like it, then you might be.
And then the interesting thing happens. You see it again, The water splashes down here, and the dolphin pops up again, but it takes off into the air and flits around in circles. And you notice that it has wings. Give me a nature checks, anyone who's curious. Tower, please, if you can.
Mm-hmm. The music change that just happened is so fitting right now.
Did it perfect.
I'm not gonna make a check. One, because I don't know these things, and two, I'm not trained in nature.
That's fair. No, that it would make sense that Zavid would have no idea what these are. So Khan, if you want to, if you're capable of rolling nature,
I can roll it, just not in the dice tower.
that's okay.
Oh!
All right, Khan, you have absolutely heard tell of sky dolphins that are capable both of swimming and short, sustained flights. They tend to swim and play in pods, as most dolphins do. But you've heard of these, but you've never actually seen one in real life before. It's really kind of a treat to be able to see something like this out in the wilds.
Khan has like the big eyes of a 5-year-old at an aquarium.
What about Reese? Does Reese have any idea?
Yeah, you would have heard of these, or at least, maybe in a book or once, but Khan is like very well aware that these absolutely exist.
Okay, so Reese is just kind of like, oh, wow, this is actually real. This wasn't bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like kind of finding out if the chupacabra was real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Zavid, you have absolutely no idea what this is. As far as you're aware, they're aquatic and flying man-eaters now.
I keep a higher altitude. I'm at least 80 feet up.
That's funny.
A few moments. It does. It attempts to kind of go up towards some of you. Not Zavid. It doesn't climb up that high, but it kind of gets interested in the three of you who are on griffins. And by the way, you're welcome to move your griffins. Those are movable tokens on the board. At least they should be. You should be able to move them.
Let's see.
Yes.
Oh,
awesome.
Ooh. Okay, not
You'll
us
have to move
on
yourselves.
them,
they are
but...
not linked to your tokens. You'll have to move both at the same
That's
time.
fine.
But yeah, you can move them. And if you're so inclined, if you hold shift and scroll your mouse wheel, you can spin the tokens
I
too.
saw the name
Right.
of the bird. Damn it, Lumpy.
Griffin Jimmy Talon. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Birdie Holly.
Oh my god,
Your
Birdie
name's
Holly.
numbered, sir.
Griffin Bootsy.
Bootsy, that one was just the one I came up with off the top of my head.
That's
Zavid
cute.
had. But yeah,
Griffin
Bootsy,
Steel.
Jimmy Talon, Birdie Holly, and Steel. Yes. Oh yeah, Frag is on Steel.
That makes sense.
Thank you for
Frag.
controlling Frag.
I got you.
So yeah, this thing is getting intrigued by the three of you, and it's very playful. It's kind of eeking at you, flapping its little wings together in front of you. And it's looking at the three of you, not really paying much attention to Zavid with him being so high up. And how do you respond to it? With it, it's acting like a dolphin. So how do you
Right.
respond to it?
I'll clap right back.
Love that. I'm gonna roll over your nature check. It kind of backs up a little while flapping its little wings.
Oh, I'm able to drag the dice now. It seems to be
Oh,
fixed.
hey, sweet. Maybe it was just a lag issue. That's awesome. But I'm still gonna roll over that nat 20 because the nat 20 is a nat 20. It's going to do a couple of little flips in the air, and I'm hoping you can see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just love fantasy grounds.
So wild.
And then splash back into the water. And for a moment, it's quiet. You don't really hear anything. And then a few moments later, you see an entire pod of them splash up from the water. And they all begin floating around playfully around each of you, going in circles, doing loop-de-loops. Sky dolphins, an entire pod of... Oop, that's a splash. That's not enough. An entire pod of these creatures is floating around you in the sky, doing little flips, eeking at you, flapping their wings in a very playful manner.
I don't trust it. Zavid knows a predator when he sees one. These things are obligate carnivores, you can tell. He's like, we're only going to... He's just hoping that they're like Arwen. You know, like, oh, they see us as fellow predators. Like, that's the only way that this could be okay for him right now.
What about
Reese?
Reese? Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah.
And
Reese
again,
is
you're all
gonna-
free to move around any way you want.
You know what Reese is gonna do? Have him
What's
roll an athletics roll because he's gonna jump on the back of the dolphin.
Oh shit! Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Make it public because you'll
Oh,
know
yeah.
instantly if you succeed or not.
Acrobatics, actually, I'll do. Make
Sure.
it fancy looking.
It's actually not bad. Yeah, you're able to hop over onto one, and it does indeed. It carries you on its back, but it looks back at you, and it eeks happily, and it immediately dives into the water
Reese holds their breath.
and splashes down into it. And the three of you disappear for a moment as you're holding on. And give me an athletics check publicly to hold on
Yeah.
to this thing as it's underwater. That's definitely going to be athletics. Oops.
Hold on, my
There we
bad.
How gecko-like are your fingertips to be able to
Yeah.
hold on to this thing?
Exactly. That's not quite enough, actually.
I'm gonna
you
hero
do-
point.
Are
Hero
you gonna hero
point.
point it? Okay, yep.
Just to
again,
look
all of
cool.
you have one for the week. Yeah, you're looking for a 30.
Fuck!
Ooh, nope. You slipped off the back of this thing, and you're able to get back up to the top of the water, no problem. It's
Yeah.
very calm, and it splashes down and comes up to the surface, and it's laughing and splashing it with its wings, and allows you to get back on and flies back up into the air to join the rest of you.
Yes, I did spend a hero point to try to go underwater and have an adventure with a dolphin.
I mean, that would be worth a hero point. It was worth a shot for sure.
Dice were just mean.
Con, do you do anything with this group as they're kind of floating around you?
Maybe if one happens to be like hovering nearby, I'll
Mhm.
give it like a gentle pat, with no claws.
Yes,
Don't.
it absolutely will come up to you and allow you to pet it, and it nuzzles you on the side of the head as well. And it
Aw.
also nuzzles up to the griffin. The griffin doesn't pay it a whole lot of mind. It's very professional and stoic. Jimmy Talon, I think, is the one you're on, right? No, you're on Birdie Holly.
Yeah. And don't you forget it.
Yeah.
Who be you?
So, after a few minutes of playing around, Zavid, I assume you're still keeping your safe distance.
Zavid understands that maybe they're not hostile.
Mhm.
He is very out of his element. Not only is he up in the air and he cannot fly, he's over water, which he said he can't swim. He could swim, but this is the ocean. So like, or the sea or whatever. So like,
it's a very big sea.
It basically, he's very, I mean, if he was on a ship, he'd feel like there was something beneath his feet. He'd feel all right. But because there's not, he's on high alert. Like, he doesn't want to let his guard down. While we're playing with these dolphins, have a giant fucking monster come out and just snap one of us off of a griffin, you know? So he's looking, he's actually trying to like keep an eye out beyond the dolphins to see if there's anything dangerous. Though he's using them being friendly as a clue that they would probably see it before he does. So if they like scatter, he's going to be like, everybody up now.
Fair. Okay. So they do all I know they disappeared from the map, but they all just kind of splashed in the water, and they're just at the surface, kind of eeking at each other for a moment, and they all jump up at the same time out of the water. I really hope this works. All of them start flying around each other in a circle
Wait, hold on, where are they?
to the right. And they all form.
Oh,
Whoop.
Sorry,
Okay,
Birdie Holly.
further right from that.
I can't, they're not there.
Grab the. Oh wait. Oh, I see what's wrong.
Yep.
Ah!
There we go. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
about to
Okay.
sing "Thanks for all the fish"?
So long, thanks for all the fish.
What they are doing is they've made a ring for all of you, and they're spinning in place, trying to get you to just. They're trying to get you to play. They want you to fly through them. Essentially.
Oh. Wait, am I still on? Did I get back on my griffin? Right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
could have done that. It brought you back up from the surface of the water.
Oh, yeah. And Reese just looks over to Con and is just like, you want to go first?
All right, so give me, Con, you are experienced riding and doing tricks like this because of your
Yeah.
circus background. You used to juggle knives while standing on the back of a galloping horse. So this is nothing to you. So I'll allow you to use acrobatics for this. So roll me a public acrobatics, and we'll see how you're able to navigate. Oh, expertly. You and Birdie Holly, here, I'll even turn it for you. Again, holding shift and rolling your mouse wheel will spin your bird if you want it. But yeah, you're able to expertly navigate through this this little ring here. And as you do that, all of the dolphins, they eek and clap their wings and spin around in place as you get through.
And after Con gets through, Reese is going to go take a shot.
Nice. You don't have the same background as Con, so I want you to just give me either nature or a straight up dexterity check, whichever you want.
Dexterity check.
Just rolling dexterity. It would be on your main tab, and it's your +4.
That or nature, and we'll just go with nature.
Cool. So public nature.
Public
to see
nature.
how well you can control your bird.
Oh boy.
Ooh, yeah, you kind of you try to bring your bird through the ring, but you kind of clip one of the dolphins, and the ring sort of falls apart, and they sort of reorient themselves, and they come back a moment later in a different area, in a slightly tighter ring, and what they do is they begin moving left and right, like this, kind of in front of Con here.
Yeah. I can't break my combo. I've got to go for it.
Okay, so again, go ahead with acrobatics. I think Frag at this point is coming up to your levels of speed and has decided that this just seems a little too dexterous for me. I don't think I'm quite fast enough to handle that. But yeah, Con, with a 43, you are quite
Damn.
deftly able to make it right through this ring. Just whew, you kick. Oh, I don't know what that was. You kick the gas right as. There we go. Kick the gas on Birdie Holly right as they come through the center, and you're able to swoosh right through them. And finally, they eke and clap their wings at you, Con. And finally, they make one. There it is. They splash down into the water, and they make one final ring in front of you. And they start to spin in a circle around you, and eking the whole time in a very excited manner.
I'm just like to myself, like, they're gonna eat Khan. They're gonna eat her.
They're hypnotizing her.
God, don't fall for it.
That is enough. So you are able to just barely go straight up into almost a corkscrew ascension right into the center of these dolphins. And as you do, they all scatter around you. And they start to spin around you in a celebratory manner.
That's
They laugh like
adorable.
Mr. Krabs.
But after a short bit of that, they squawk at you. They kind of nuzzle you and up against Birdie Holly, and then eventually they do splash back into the water from whence they came.
That's cute.
Thank you. I had fun
Goodbye,
making.
majestic creatures of the sea.
I had fun making that. Okay.
I'll rejoin.
You guys have a moment.
Well, that was fun.
I tried. I think I'm just not used to the aerodynamics of literally, like, aerodynamics. That's a jump I'm not used to. You're pretty darn good at that.
Oh,
And I climb
thank you,
things.
thank you.
So they're
Yeah, I
those
found
things.
that. Oh, Sally, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just like, so you weren't shocked that those actually existed? Have you seen them before?
I mean, I'd held of them, you know. I'd seen them in books, in art, in drawings. But I mean, my family didn't exactly travel across the sea.
Okay.
So I don't think I've had a chance to see one before.
I did not see them on my way here, so nope, I was not aware. Cute though. Zvid, you okay?
I just want to be on solid land again. I'm not cut out for sea travel.
What about beat
This-
travel?
That's not funny. That's not funny at all. There's nothing within miles. It's just nothing. And this is where we learn that Zvid has agoraphobia. Maybe even a fear of the
Heights.
ocean on top of that. There's
Thalassophobia?
the last fight. I mean, considering where he's from, it was very confined, very claustrophobic for most people's standards, but comforting for him. Being in Shadow Valley, he has this claustrophobic little tunnel under his bed. Very good for him. This is so wide open, he feels exposed, like an open wound. He's like, ugh. He's just very uncomfortable.
I feel naked, but I'm wearing clothes.
And not a sexy naked, like a very upsetting, I'm about to die, naked and afraid naked.
Oh, they have that here? I thought it was just an Assyrian show.
It
Yeah,
really
I've
dropped
caught
off
a few
after season 4.
episodes. I caught a few episodes of Naked and Afraid. Not bad.
Yeah, naked and afraid Assyrian. Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, Assyrian season. That's I like the idea that they have like
Season
seasons
7.
for Billy.
Like in
Season
Survivor.
7.
I
Yeah.
would watch Survivor Galarian. God, are you kidding me?
Yeah. And
With like all the
Survivor sometimes
Pathfinder
does
iconics,
that,
so it'd be
yeah.
sweet. But so as you soar, the hours pass by somewhat blissfully for most of you. Zavid is a little on edge, but it passes mostly uneventfully. Eventually, you begin to see the Isle of Kortos come into view along the horizon. The peaks of the Kortos mounts rise high as the rest of the island slowly comes into view. The griffins upon which you ride know the way. Their expertise is clear as they follow the coastline. Can I get perception checks, please, from everybody?
Yep.
And you can close the water
Yes.
map now if you would
Oh.
like.
Okay. Good. And you said, sorry, what?
Perception
Okay.
in the tower.
Perception.
And you also don't really need the map of Kortos. I just liked showing that. So you can
Okay.
close that too. Because more shit's about to be opened.
I like this map. I'm gonna keep it.
Go for it. That's cool. Isn't it nice? Yeah, I like it a lot. Okay, so that was perception. Okay. Yeah, that actually kind of checks out. Zavid, you are the one having the least good time out of everybody doing this. So you're kind of on edge, looking around, expecting to be, taken upon at any moment from any direction, above, below, behind. You're ready for it. And just out of the corner of your eye, at a distance, barely within view, you see something floating several hundred feet above the water. At first, you think it's probably just a small dark cloud, but it doesn't move as you get closer.
It's
It
in
only
front of
grows-
us, in our path.
Yeah, way out though. But it's at a distance and it grows larger as you approach. Once your eyes can finally focus, you can see that it's an island. A floating island, high above the water.
Skypea? Sorry.
Upon this island is a large house with a well-kept garden out front, trees, and a lovely river that flows over the sides. Around back of the house is a fenced-in area where the other flying creatures have been tied to hitching posts. Out front is a magically lit sign, flashing pink, which reads, "Welcome, Cloud Cabaret. Tonight only, Desna's chosen bard, the champ."
Now, before I make a decision to share what I'm seeing with people, do I know that flying creatures like these griffins, this is, I mean, we were just rented these. We're not based on our name or anything. This isn't special. There's like a service for this. So this is common to fly over this
Yes.
area.
That's right.
Okay. Knowing that, I'll point it out. Be like, there's a tourist trap up ahead.
Ooh.
I normally would say let's skip it, but I really would like to just step on solid land, even if that land is floating in the sky. So maybe we could take a moment, get something to eat, let the griffins rest, and finish our journey after.
Sure, that
I use
sounds
bullhorn.
nice.
I use bullhorn to tell everybody this because
Smart.
we're through the wind and everything.
Yeah, I'll give thumbs up because I don't have bullhorn.
That's fair. Yeah, we'll bite. We'll bite, Lumpy. We'll take
Thank
your
you.
bait.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, I think we're just gonna go right past it. Go straight on
No,
to the next
never.
area.
We absolutely could, but that's, I mean,
That's-
it is
no.
inviting. You made it very inviting.
I
It-
tried
you-
really hard to make it as inviting as possible.
You photoshopped the heck out of that sign. You
I did, yes.
look, due diligence.
Thank you. So, you land your griffins, Jimmy Talon, Birdie Holly, Steel, and Bootsy, and you take them around back. There's a hitching post. You can tie them up. There's plenty of alfalfa oats for them to eat and water for them to drink. They'll be absolutely fine back here. And out front, again, let me load this map for you now. This is the proper one. So hopefully you just see the outside and then a bunch of black. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I can see one person floating
One
in the
person?
darkness. I can't make anything out about them.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I see. No, you can't. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so as I said, this is just this house. It's quite tall, but floating in the middle of the ocean on an island several hundred feet above the sea. Out front is a single man he's not holding a sword as he is in the graphic. It's in a scabbard at his hip, but he's standing there, arms crossed in front of a set of double doors, and there is a large pink sign that is glowing magically that reads Cloud Cabaret.
I'm gonna look for some fitting music.
Go
So, you guys go roleplay for a sec.
My fantasy grounds is bugging out, so I'm waiting for it to.
Oh, is it taking a moment?
Yeah, I was trying to drag the window to like a spot where I could see it, and it's the lag isn't allowing me to move it.
There's a lot of stuff on this particular map. I populated this one. Unlike, I usually don't. I populated this one.
Okay, that makes
But-
sense.
Yeah, so there's a human guard standing up front. He's got some decent looking armor. He doesn't seem like he's an adventurer by any standards. He's definitely a paid bouncer. But he's standing there and says, "Hey, well, good evening. Welcome to Cloud Cabaret. You on the list? Are you first timers?"
First timers.
Please explain to me, what is cabaret? It's like a
No,
cabin.
Performance? No, it's performance art.
Is Lummy
Oh.
frozen for anyone
Oh,
else?
he is. Yep. Let's go back to.
He looks very
animation
stern. He looks
screen.
very like.
Does.
Here, I'm gonna try to copy him. This is my Lumpy pose right here. Hold on. No, it's not.
Yeah. Hold on.
My lighting isn't right. I can't quite capture the same.
It's okay.
He's got that red. He's got that red background that kind of gives him the shape.
We gotta look seriously. Oh, now he's gone. Okay, so we're gonna go intermission screen. Now we're done making fun of our DM.
Sorry about that. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We are back. Hopefully, my internet will stay better this time. I think the lesson is restart my router every week. That's the lesson. So, I believe what happened last is the Lux Et Umbra had landed upon the island floating in the sky, high above the surface of the sea. Yes.
Sabine asked what cabaret was, and I
Yes,
said it's performance
kidding.
art.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep. So you'd landed on the island high above the sea that had the sign saying Cloud Cabaret. You'd walked up to the front, and Zavid, being from the Shadowlet Plains, or the plane of Shadow? I always get it wrong. Where are you from?
I think it's the Planet Shadow.
Plane of Shadow? Oh, yeah. Did not know what a cabaret was. And the bouncer at the front of the and Reese were both saying, "Oh, well, it's an entertainment. It's a show where you can get a drink, have a nice bite to eat, and listen to some music, hear some singing, see some dancing, maybe do a little dancing yourself. We even have the VIP section that comes with a free bottle of Vineyard."
How much is that?
What if you don't want to do any of that?
What if you
can I do here?
With just 2 gold to get in, and you can sit down if you can find a chair.
How much
All right.
Is that with the VIP section?
Now VIP is 25 gold.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll take it.
Very well. Then he collects the coins from you, and he steps aside. He is an actual token that I can move. There we go. Move him over here, and I'll just get rid of this because it's easier. So he lets you all in, and it opens up into this vast dance hall. There are several round tables surrounding the area, almost all of which seem to be full. There's a small semicircular bar at the bottom right with a large mustachioed human man with red hair behind the bar. There's a small little area to the left that seems to be for drinking and socializing, less for watching the show. And the VIP area is on the far northeast area that's kind of roped off with a fine red velvet rope, and people in more finer clothing seem to be sitting there. There are servers carrying drinks here and there. They seem to be mostly gnomes and halflings. There's a band up on the stage right at the moment. There's someone playing a lute, a flute, a harp, a fiddle, a drum, a piano, and there's a beautiful human woman with pink hair at a magically enhanced singing stone. You just saw her name, didn't you? With red hair, singing a tune at the front of the stage. This is what you all see in front of you.
Gonna just judge you for 2 seconds before I go back to my brain and not laugh.
What, you don't like Harry okay?
That's awful. I love it. Okay.
She's my favorite. Yes, you're welcome to. What, have I unlocked it? Yes. Okay. You can move around inside.
Savia, come on. We're gonna relax for a little bit.
All right.
All right, come on. And where's the booth?
Top right. They're the brownish couches.
Gotta move race. Brownish couches.
Keep going right. Yep,
Right
there
there.
you go. And as you get there, there's a a halfling waiter carrying a platter of small pastries, and he sees your little wrist markings that you got at the front door, and he opens up the roped off area for you, and you're all able to take. There's enough seats in this area for you to all be able to sit. And he asks you, "Yes, welcome to the Cloud Cabaret. What can I get for all of you to drinks?"
Do you have the fizzy water?
Of course, of course. Imported from the north, yes. And for you, yes. And he looks at Khan.
Oh, question. What time of day is it? That will impact my decisions.
Duskish. Sun's been going down.
Duskish. Then we're probably going to rest soon. A nice champagne, if you have it.
Yes, of course. And a tall of bubbly. And for you, sir. Looks over at Zavid.
I would like some just water, if that is all right.
Yes, of course. And you, sir. And looks at Frag, and Frag says, anything with alcohol. I have never had it before.
Oh.
New drink. Got it. And the halfling waiter runs off.
So this is like a pit stop, basically. We're having fun. We're having a good time. Everybody's good.
I think so, yes. We
Okay.
could probably find accommodations for the night. I don't think that we should, travel any longer.
What's how long have we been traveling actually? Like
Maybe 4 hours. Not
Yeah.
super duper long, but you definitely wanted a rest, like a stop at this point.
Yeah.
But not. You could probably keep going for a bit longer if you wanted, because there isn't a this isn't an inn. This is definitely more of like a club.
Ah.
This is definitely like a club.
Cool.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yes, yes. Okay, so a few moments later, the halfling server does bring back all of your drinks, and they're really good, but you can tell that they're probably going to be really expensive. Con, that champagne it comes in a tall flute, almost half your size, and it's a very good vintage. You can tell you've stolen nicer, but this is still quite a good vintage.
Mhm.
And Zavid, you get some very cool, clean water that's much nicer than most of the water you're used to getting at any other
I
tavern.
chug it.
And
Can I
they'll
get the refill, please?
Of course, keep it coming. And he runs off to get you a pitcher. Let's see, Reese, I already forgot what you ordered.
Fizzy water, which
Fizzy
is
water, that was
basically
it. Yes.
sparkling water.
Yeah. He comes back with again a tall glass, just like Khan's had, with a champagne flute full of this fizzy water. And God, you guys are gonna hate me for this. I'm sorry. I had to. So
Okay.
a little bit of time's going by, and the show has been really good. The singer is great, Karaoke. She's the one who's been kind of hosting the show, and as it's sort of coming to an end, she says, "Oh, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Karaoke and the OKs. But we know what all of you are here to see. Well, the Cloud Cabaret is proud to present Desna's chosen bard himself, the one, the only, the champ, Elvish Presley." And the crowd goes wild.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom after drinking all that water. So when he comes out, I'm like on my way to the bathroom, like, oh, looks like I'm gonna miss this. Oopsies.
Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. There we go. And she gets off of the stage, and he comes out. This man is dressed in a green feathered cape, a white tuxedo. His guitar is made out of light. He's clearly conjured it with magic. His hair is coiffured up into a huge black pompadour, ears pointy and sticking way back, and a collar popped as high as the heavens himself. Elvish Presley comes out front and begins singing his classic, all of his hits, basically. The crowd is going nuts. They're all cheering, clapping, and after a few moments, let me see, where did I put it?
What will you subject us to next?
Put a thing. Hang on, there it is. And all of you kind of realize. Actually, no. Give me perception checks, all of you in the tower. I want to see who notices this. If
Should
anyone.
I make one?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's loud. The microphone has a bullhorn enchantment on it, so. Okay. Okay. Actually, that bathroom is extremely well insulated. It's very nicely soundproofed. So you don't really hear this. And Con, you're very distracted with your drink. That's very good champagne. But Reese, you happen to, being from where you're from, and hearing all of the weird things you've been hearing about Assyrian and the conjunction lately, some of the words in one of his songs sticks out to you. Because you'd seen on the sign that it said he was the chosen of Desna, the champ.
Yeah.
You've all been seeking
The
chosens of gods, the champions
Yeah.
of gods. So that kind of stuck out to you, and you were actually paying attention to his lyrics. And these two bits, little chunks, stuck out to you. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my pharaoh stands on glazing stands and watches the elves that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, it's there watching for me. If I could fly like dragons high, then straight to its arms I'd go sailing. Nothing else he says really sticks out to you at all. But those two bits really do, and I will send those to Discord for all of you. It seems too on the nose, essentially, for the things you've been doing and hearing. But beyond that, it just seems like a bard performing to a group of adoring fans. Or
Oh no. Did he freeze again?
I think so.
Oh.
Oh, let me go back to the screen.
so as I was saying, nothing else that this guy is saying in his lyrics really seems to stick out, but those two little bits stick out for you. And yeah, do you say anything about it? Do anything about it? Because you're the only one that really picks up on that. Zavid, you're in the bathroom and it's very soundproof, sound insulated. And Khan, that champagne is good.
Yeah, Reese doesn't say anything to the group more so than just paying attention to the rest of the set just to key in to see if there's anything else.
That's really it. The rest of it is just, generic kind of poppy bard music. The stories of adventurers who have loves in different towns, and it's
Stories
it's
about
pop music.
Reese.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's pop
It's
music.
something you've probably very familiar with.
Yeah,
This,
yeah.
Which is
kind
why
of
I'm
stuff.
paying extra attention.
Like, that's not what this is supposed to be. Why are you singing about Pharaoh? It should be about me.
It should be about me in my bed. Anyway, Reese wants to wait till the end of the set to try to get his way over to talk to him, not be like, hey, I'm a crazy fan, but like hey, appreciate your music. That one line about this is pretty funny, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like,
I've
talk to a
actually-
musician like a person.
Sure. After the set finishes, maybe 45 minutes to an hour later, Con, you're how
I'm
many
out of the
flutes of
bathroom.
champagne are you deep at this point, Con?
Good question.
After about an hour, maybe two.
Yeah, two.
2? Okay. So, yeah, you're about 2 champagne flutes in. Zavid, you're back from the bathroom. The set ends, and Elvis Presley goes up to his microphone and says, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I will be here until Thursday, and I'll tip your waitress. Oh, here, here. And he gets back into the backstage. He made his way out there very quickly. However, you're very sneaky.
Yes.
So you're more than welcome to attempt to
Oh,
sneak
I am going to
backstage.
sneak backstage. Yeah.
And you're welcome to like have a distraction or however you want to do this.
I don't need to worry about that.
Do I notice that Reese wants to like
I have
venture off and do
swift
something?
sneak.
I don't know. How sneaky are you being against your party there, Reese?
Very sneaky. You can move. I'm gonna use swift sneak. You can move to your full speed when you sneak. You could use swift sneak while burrowing, climbing, flying, or swimming, or striding if you have the corresponding movement type. So I'm gonna stride my way over and sneak backstage.
Look,
Okay.
look, since you're getting up and I know that you're up to something, I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna give you guidance.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna sit down and just be like, whatever you're doing, don't fuck it up.
I got you.
So give me stealth of the tower with a +1.
Okay. +1 and stealth.
Okay. There is a lot going on in this club. The fans, everyone in the audience they're still kind of in a fervor over having just seen the champ. They're all talking to each other. I can't believe we just saw the champ. And there's still servers walking around carrying drinks, trying to get last call going on. So they're not paying any mind. The bartender's making tons of drinks back and forth. You seem to find a moment where everybody seems to not be paying any attention to you, and you could slip into the back.
Which way do I go?
Probably from there-ish, yeah. But that'd be fine.
The
And go
left
around
side?
going from the right, then around the back of the curtains. But yeah, you get to there.
Around back. Am I? Wait, does she see me?
I'm going to give her a roll herself.
Yeah, the Reese will be like right here first.
The first roll was for everyone in the house. The second roll is for her. She is standing over at this right here, this mirror in this corner,
Okay.
looking at her hair and fixing it, and she does not notice you. No.
Okay, so Reese just like continues, and he's
And
gonna he's gonna like attempt to sneak into the room just to be like, sup. Kind of give him a spook, but if he fucks up, it's funny.
Sure. Go ahead and you notice that the door is not locked, amazingly. So you are able to just waltz in. Whoa. Hey, you here to bring my drink, man?
Oh, no. I was just telling everyone that, remember it's last call, so if you did need anything, yeah.
Jim
Yeah.
Beam.
Okay, got you. Actually, like, I'm new here, and I was just wondering though, like, your one line, it really stuck with me. Can you
like the champs? You like the champs lyrics, huh? Well, what do you like there, man?
well,
Like get a little boomhauer.
a little boomhauer. You hate it with him more. Well, like, the one that, like, really, really stuck out was the Somewhere Beyond the Sea, of course, song. My Pharaoh stands on glazing sands and watch the elves that go sailing, and he, like, pokes his ears back, gives him a wink. But the thing is, what do you mean by straight into the arms of the dragon
well-
sky?
Nobody ever asked me about that. That was a dream I had.
Yeah?
Well, saw big pharaoh out in the glazing sands of the desert. It was taken over by a storm of elves. Didn't know what that ever meant. Just wanted to put it in a song. Thought it was beautiful.
That sounds really pretty. I don't know what an elf storm sound is, but I hope it's as good as my night the other night, you know?
Spending a night with the champ. It's a good night.
It is.
Why are you making him Johnny Bravo?
Because Johnny Bravo,
Bravo is
Elvis.
Elvis.
I mean, but
If I can't do an Elvis impression, I may as well do a Johnny Bravo impression.
That's fair. That's a good default. There's more footage of him being silly than there is of
Yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there is. Yeah.
I realized at first my attempt at an actual Elvis was just becoming Boomhauer, so I had to go full Johnny Bravo.
Oh shoot, I never even showed them in the room. Whoops. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
awesome. So like how many days ago did you have that dream? That has to be a new one, isn't it? Like
I want
that.
you to give me a deception check. You're pushing on this one.
Yeah.
In the tower, please.
Yep.
Huh. You ask a lot of questions for a drink carrier.
Yeah. But like I'm just that it you know when you hear a song and like it hits your heart? That one really got to me. I'm a little emotional. I'll get you your drink. I am so sorry. The Jim Bean.
Now give me society check.
Oh, perfect. Tower?
Because you can, yeah, because you have that feat. Now you aren't lying. You're just feeding his ego. That's much better. So, having said that, he says, "Well, you must know it was from a dream I had, not a fortnight ago, and yeah, I don't know what it rightly means, but Desmond seems fit to give me beautiful and horrible dreams all the time.
Do you
She doesn't tell me what they mean.
Are you planning to like tour in Osirian?
Syria.
Yeah, that's like the deserts when you said deserts, so.
Well, now, I never would have thought.
Yeah, when I think big deserts, I think Osirian.
I suppose so. I didn't rightly know when I saw the sands. I don't know what I'm looking at. I didn't learn geography.
That's okay. Not many of us do, but I've traveled a little bit here and there, so I'm sure you understand.
Well, I've been everywhere, man. My agent just tells me where to go, hither and thither.
I hate you.
Thank you. What, do you think I'm not gonna get a Johnny Cash reference in there too?
Mm-hmm. I figure as much. Wow, well that's great. I'm gonna go get that drink. Yeah. Thanks for the conversation. You kicked butt tonight, like dang.
Of course, man. And here you go, one little road. And he grabs like a napkin and he just signs his name for it really quick and he flicks it over to you. Stay safe now.
So Reese exits and goes and sneaks back to the party. Did you hear that?
Hmm?
Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
just making sure because you were silent.
Snuck back to the party. I was seeing if you or they said anything.
Oh, okay. No.
Oh, Reese, I didn't notice you were gone.
Yeah, amazing, right? Hey, we should ask people if they've been having any dreams lately, like some weird dreams, because, how intoxicated and how lethargic is the group, actually?
I had a weird dream. My teeth fell out.
Okay, that is weird. Got some inner conflict to work on there.
I have that dream a few times. I go to bite in the meat and then my teeth come right out of my gums and I'm like, I can't eat this meat. It's like a nightmare.
Teeth meat sounds awful.
Sorry, what were you asking?
So, Reese explains the lyrics and everything and why he snuck backstage, and relays that 2 weeks ago Fortnite is 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks, 14 days.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago that Elvish had the dream and wrote this song. That's why it was so new. But the lyrics kind of described Osirian and an elf storm and everything else like that. Is basically what Reese tells them.
You know what? At least Zavid to roll a religion on that. Con, you can get in on it if you want to.
Sure.
In the tower, please.
I'll try, but it'll be really funny if I fail. I think that'll be the best outcome.
Actually, you got the highest, Con.
Yeah, damn it!
Your familiar is in your cloak, and kind of it takes your empty champagne flute and hands you another as it whispers, the pharaoh is probably representative of Nyarlathotep, and crawls back into your cowl. but it doesn't say that loudly enough for everyone else to hear it.
Yeah.
It just sort of gives you the idea.
But would Reese know just already?
You said Pharaoh? Yeah, because you're from Assyrian.
Yeah, Reese
So
would.
that's probably more common info, right?
Yeah, that's common
That's true,
info, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Reese would definitely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Reese is just like, yeah, there's a pharaoh. You're thinking similar thoughts that I am because I'm thinking Nerlathotep.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Nyarlathotep.
Yep.
We're speaking
Yeah.
that guy's name, eh?
Yeah, I think he's going to rise or something with an elf storm. From, like, if we analyze those lyrics of what he saw in the dream. He didn't go too into detail about the dream, though, other than what he wrote in the lyrics.
So wait a minute. The lyric said that we fly high. We enter the Pharaoh's arms? Does this mean we want to be flying to find the Pharaoh, or...?
I mean...
I love being cryptic. It's so fun.
Well... Blazing Sands in the Pharaoh, that makes sense. That means Assyrian. Watch the elves go sailing? I don't know what that is, but other than...
That's that storm that takes the shape of an elf's face. That's probably where Danny's last sister
yeah,
is.
Yeah, that's Danny's sister. Okay, so Reese just starts taking notes. And, basically, I think the elf is... Danny's sister is trying to get people to fly towards her or like free her. I think that's what it sounds like, because why else would you want to go towards the face of the elf storm?
What says it watches the storm go by, but then the second verse is they're waiting for me, and if I was on dragon wings high, I'd fly into their arms, right? So like, I don't know, but do we want to go to the Pharaoh, right? If we are trying to avoid this Pharaoh, then by air would be a bad way to travel because that's going to be the way that they're looking for us, right?
Yeah.
But we could get lost in the desert sands, like so many other travelers, and swallowed up by the sandstorms. But that's where we have you.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
You're good.
I missed about
I think
10 seconds of that.
I am thinking we want to keep a low profile and travel by foot until we're ready to confront this pharaoh once we have more information.
Yeah, my dad might know.
Then
a
I
little
think we might need to be
something.
flying in order for them to spot or for us to find them. Then again, these are lyrics that he wrote. He could be misinterpreting his own dreams, so it might not be so cut and dry.
It gives us a guide, though. So I think you're onto something. I think flying would just be a bad idea. We have to go take the traditional sea route. But I think we need to find some form of point where we could travel from when we get off the griffins, like a good in-between point.
We can travel from Absalom,
Okay. Yeah,
and
let's do that.
I will make sure our horses have water walking. I think we'll be closer to the Osirian shore, close enough that we could just in a day's ride get there.
Okay. Yeah,
We might have to push our horses a little, but they would be able to make the journey, I believe.
Then let's do that. I'm okay with this. Connor, are you okay with this?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up with the plan. I don't feel like it's late now.
I know. I got you. And
Hey,
Reese...
hey, are you drunk?
No.
Reese
You're about
goes
to drink
over...
and fly? You're gonna drink and fly.
Look, y'all not my mom, Zavi. You don't.
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
Reese,
no, no,
okay,
no.
no. Reese just goes over, grabs Khan, and puts Khan in his pocket. You are grounded, literally.
I'm 4 feet tall.
Wait, you're 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, I thought you were like mouse size.
No. Even though
You
Coda was
thought-
mouse size this whole time.
Yeah.
She's like 4 feet tall.
Oh.
It's a rat folk, not a
Okay.
rat.
Okay, so then rewind. He doesn't have 4 foot tall buckets. Reese just like
That's actually very funny.
Reese is
Very
like
funny.
Reese is like 6'2" though, so he's like very tall, but not as tall as Mythen are. But so he grabs Cod and just like puts her on his shoulders. You're not going anywhere. Come on, let's get out of here.
Fine.
If I have a moment, I can use perhaps some clerical magic to purge the alcohol from your blood.
You know what? That's smart.
Ever.
Can I cast Lesser Restoration?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It lessens poison conditions and stuff like that. So like, I'm gonna do that to try to bring your blood alcohol content down to a reasonable level, so that you can pilot your griffin without, drifting off and then dive bombing into the sea.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Though thankfully, because it's a mount, it's not drunk. It has a little more control over whether or not it veers off course. But
Yep.
yeah, I want to just make sure you're not super blasted when we leave here.
So that definitely works. Con, you immediately feel your faculties come back to you as you feel this healing energy. Well, not healing, but this energy, this magical divine energy.
Yeah, it's like a purge.
It's like the shadows are pulling the alcohol out of your blood. It's not very it's not very pleasant, but you kind of shake it off, and you are definitely much more with it now. Like a pot of hot coffee and a splash of cold water to the face all at once.
Okay.
You good?
I'm better. Thank you.
Okay, and then Reese just like lifts her and puts her down.
All right, let's go.
I forgot that you could do
We'll
that,
walk on
Savid.
All right.
I don't usually prepare that spell. That's not one that I oftentimes need, because temporarily, when magic affects you and makes you feel that way, you get over it pretty quick. You're all very healthy people, but I don't know.
It's a good one.
When you drink, it becomes a problem.
That's an understatement.
All right. So
Anyway, not here to
you're
shame
leaving.
anybody. Let's go.
All right, so you take your exit, go to the back of the cabaret. All 4 of your griffins are still there. They're just fine, tied where they were. They've eaten, they've been watered. They seem happy and well rested. So they're ready to go. Bootsy doesn't give you any issues this time, Zavid. You flap on into the sky with putting the Cloud Cabaret in your metaphorical rearview mirror. And I think this is a good place to take a quick intermission.
Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
and I will reset my router while I'm at it. How about
Good
that?
idea.
Good idea.
Alright,
So-
guys, we'll see you
So
soon.
y'all are. Yep, we'll see you shortly. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully my internet is better now. I reset my router, so hopefully things will be good. Where we last left off, Lux Et Umbra had visited the Cloud Cabaret and seen the set of Elvish Presley, the champ, the chosen of Desna, and gleaned a little bit of cryptic information about the coming conjunction from some of his song lyrics. Turns out he had seen in a dream a vision of a pharaoh on the glazing sands of Assyrian. The plot thickens. So, we join our party where they had just remounted their saddled griffins and taken off from the Cloud Cabaret. As you're all flying, it is after sundown now. It's kind of dark at this point, but the griffins seem to basically know where they're going. They are headed south and west, nearish the coast. You're much closer now than you were most of the trip. The longest part is over, but as you're flying, could I get all of you to roll me perception checks in the tower, please?
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I got kicked out when I
gotcha.
forgot to rejoin, so I
No
will
problem.
as soon as I'm back in.
I can roll it for you if you need.
Yeah, could you?
I'm also having that same difficulty of dragging dice.
It must be just laggy.
Yeah, I imagine so. Especially since it went away on its own the first time.
Yeah, it's probably just because of lag. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the issue there. There, I managed to get yours to roll, Con.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. So Reese is the one who spots this. As you're flying over the ocean, you're not very high. You're kind of as I said earlier, the griffins kind of hover not far above the surface of the water. And you spot kind of up and to the left, just in the water off the coast, kind of a light coming out of under the surface of the water. It's kind of a bright, like a dim glow.
Can I do a nature check?
Absolutely. Give me nature in the tower. You know that some algae are bioluminescent. Could be that. It's possible. Maybe there's some kind of, you know that deep sea anglerfish have that kind of light
But
dealy,
it's not
but
deep
there's
sea.
no way that they'd be up this high. So I mean, it might be algae, something like that. But I don't know. Do you approach it? Do you tell your comrades?
I tell them and then I fly down, just like a safe distance above, just to get a tiny bit closer look.
As you get closer.
Also, the maps aren't loaded.
Yeah, I haven't loaded one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that's by design for the moment. So as you get closer, you see where the glow is. Just above the water, sticking out of the water, is a wooden crow's nest. This is a shipwreck, but there's a light, a glow, emanating from within the ship beneath the waves. The only thing sticking above the water is like there's this much of the masthead where the crow's nest is sticking out. That's all that's above the water's surface.
Reese flies back up and relays the information. Yeah, so shipwreck with a glowing bit down there.
Should we check it out?
I cannot tell you how afraid I am of any sort of detour that we make. Let me see if I can do something.
I know you could do walking on water, but I don't know how you are with breathing in.
I do have water breathing.
Oh, you do?
Nice.
Nice.
And you know what? I would say, since we're going over water, Zavi would have been smart enough to prepare that. So
that seems very likely.
That does.
I'm
going
that.
to, I'm gonna cast it. This is up to 5 creatures, so that's all of us.
Woo!
Sweet.
For as a 3rd level spell. So for the next 8 hours, we can breathe underwater, all of us.
Wonderful.
Amazing. Then yeah, let's Zavi, do you have water breathing? I know you have walk, but
Everybody gets it, and then I say yes. You'll notice some little shadowy lines on your neck. They are magical gills. When you're underwater, they will expand and contract and bring oxygen into your blood.
Neat.
Don't literally try to breathe in the water. That's a bad idea. Your lungs are still your lungs. This will give you oxygen. You won't need to breathe, okay?
Reese's mind is just like, neat. Tucks that away for later.
So as you have your water breathing spell now, and you get kind of closer to the surface, and I'll show the map now. All of you see that beneath the waves there is indeed a ship, a wooden ship, not far beneath the surface, because obviously the crow's nest is sticking out of the surface of the water, but it is definitely on the bottom of the sea. And I wasn't able to get kind of a glow effect, so I'll just draw it. You see the glow coming from here, this hole in the side of the hull. There's a glow coming from there.
Hmm.
Could I get everyone to give me perception checks, please, in the tower?
Yep.
Before I do anything else.
Perception
Hasn't
check
quite
on
loaded
the
yet.
tower.
Oh, it hasn't? Shit, okay.
I got it for me.
Me too.
Oh, you...
Yes.
There we
Well,
go.
There we go. So the map is loaded for you, Con?
Yes, the map is loaded.
All right, great.
But I will need to help with the perception check.
Oh, gotcha.
Just
I can
dragging
do
it.
that.
The bases are loaded. There are 2 outs.
There we go. So, Zavid, you were the one who spots this because you're very much the most paranoid of the group. Before you even touch the
Accurate.
surface of the water, you notice that standing on the surface of the ship are what appear to be 2 large water elementals. And there are a couple of sharks swimming near them as well.
All right. I'm going to see if I can I telekinetic projectile under the water? It's something like a beam of wood, something that's like a spear shape that's so I can like torpedo at something. Oh, you're frozen. Okay.
Well,
All
Oh
right.
no.
not again.
All right.
Wait, there he is!
Yeah. I saw it coming, so I found that if I just turn my Wi-Fi off and on really quick, it kind of catches it. So
Okay,
sorry
good.
about that.
I asked if I could telekinetic projectile something like a beam of wood
Mhm.
that's torpedo shaped so it can through the water.
There's absolutely that even in the graphic on the map right there on the main
Yeah.
poop deck. There's definitely some large sharp bits of wood. And let me share this art with you. With your perception check, Zavid, you even notice that these particular elementals seem to have a weird foam near their mouth. That's very different from what your experience. And they seem particularly agitated.
I mean, it's definitely breath out of the cradle. Like we gotta just take them out. There's no way to like calm them down other than dispersing them. So
And I'd
yeah.
like everyone to roll initiative. You can have this attack, and then we'll start initiative.
Sure, sounds good.
So roll your attack, then do initiative. Oh yeah, and let me put you all on the map. Assume until you say otherwise that you are flying on your griffins. I just don't want to deal with the graphic right now.
I think
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna go for the one on the end, number 1. Yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna do a ranged spell attack.
Also, props to Belatra, this map maker. Awesome.
It's really
Wait,
good.
really? A 34
34? Hang on.
misses?
I think these things are particularly strong. Let me double check. Yeah, you missed it by 1.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breath out of the cradle makes water elementals real strong. But now, please roll initiative, everyone.
Woohoo!
Can I use stealth?
Yes,
can't
you
see
can all. You
us.
both. You can absolutely do that. Zavid
Yay.
cannot because he just attacked.
Yeah, I know.
Hell yeah!
Hey.
That's a little scary that a natural 13 above average rolls a miss. That means I shouldn't rely on attacks because I will not meet their AC more often than not.
That
That's
gave
not
you
good.
important information.
Yeah.
So actually, the first thing that notices is this shark that's next to it. It saw that you did that, and it didn't understand what that was because it didn't actually see you do it. It just saw the wood move. So the shark is going to move over to here, this very large shark, and it is going to use a perception check. This is very important. I don't think you are, but are any of your characters bleeding by chance?
Nope.
No.
No,
Okay.
we're all full health.
Then, yeah, it doesn't seem to know where that came from, so it's going to just keep moving
I just
around
start
this
getting like
area.
an inexplicable like nosebleed, like, oh, it's that time of the year.
So dry down in this wetness.
That
yeah,
makes
so
it
dry
Reese's
down
turn.
under the sea.
So that makes it Reese's turn. Again, you're still kind of on your griffin, slightly above the surface of the water. And did you
Alright.
cast just water breathing, or did you also give yourselves water walk?
Just water breathing.
So we're just
I could
floating
do
above.
water walk, but I'm kind of relying on us to be able to swim for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
going to drown is the big thing. That's the most important factor.
Yeah.
So, where are our tokens?
The southern part of the map. Far bottom.
I don't see us.
Really?
Oh wait, yeah,
Oh, I
there.
see us.
Okay, there we are. Sorry, we blend very well.
Yeah.
So Reese is gonna fly over, probably like closer. But again, the shark doesn't see shit. It's kind of confused, but I'm gonna have that as my hunt prey
Okay. Just so you know, this one.
or hunter's edge.
Or I guess it's surprised. Yeah, it'll be flat-footed. So sure, go ahead and give it those.
Okay. Do I do hunt prey first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to look at the programming on your hunter's prey.
Yeah. Hunt prey designated target.
Yep. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop.
Thank you.
No problem. So what are you attacking it with? A bow, or are you jumping off and attacking it with your long sword and your short sword? How are you doing this?
Oh, I am absolutely jumping off and striking down. Yeah, with my longbow.
Okay. Okay, cool. So jumping and shooting arrows
Yep.
as you jump. Great. So give me 2 attacks with the longbow, both at the 22. Okay, that's a hit. Oh, 1 sec, I didn't give it flat-footed because it's surprised. Boop, there you
Okay, so another one with the longbow.
go. Yep.
Oh,
Ooh, all right. So roll your crit damage.
crit damage.
Let's
Okay.
see if it rolls the 2d8s. It might not.
Yeah, it might not. But we'll
Let's see it. Oh, I think it did though. I think it did. That's really good. Yeah. So roll your damage again.
For the second one.
For the second attack. Yes. Nice. So Reese just leaps off of his griffin and sinks 2 longbow shots into the top of this shark's head from above as you splash into the water. So I'm gonna say jumping off the bird was an action. No, that can be a free action. You have 1 action left.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's a flurry. You still have 2 actions.
I do. So as I dive down, I'm actually gonna use my short sword and try to pierce into it as I'm like
Okay.
doing that.
And that'll be at your lowest bonus.
Yep.
Ooh, no, you kind of roll off the side, trying to fumble your bow back, and you
Water's
just
hard.
completely go wide. Yeah, fighting in water is very difficult because
Yeah.
it's viscous. However, this elemental now sees you over on the right. So what is it going to do? Yes, it's going to move 5, 10,
Wait.
15.
Yeah,
Let
wait,
me
yeah.
put on the.
Wait, hold on, yeah. There we go.
Let me put that on. That should help.
Actually, yeah, that actually helps a lot.
15, 20, 25, 30. How far do these guys move? 35. So they have 35. And it's going to attack you with a melee bite. So it's going to target Reese.
Okay.
Bite at you.
Um,
Ooh, you got lucky. It rolled a 3. So
Huh.
it misses you with its
Good.
bite attack.
good.
It's gonna try again, but this is at its first penalty, so it's at a -5 on this one. And it rolled a nat 1.
Ooh,
You
baby.
managed to you didn't get your second or your third hit in on that shark, but you are rolling out of the way of this thing under
My
the water.
perception is A+.
Yep. That's the end of it. So this shark also sees you. It's going to go 5, 10, Oh, it has 80 feet of movement speed. Yeah, it's just gonna move straight
Jesus.
up to here to make you Reese flat-footed. See, sometimes it's
Cool.
not great to go first.
Yeah, it's okay. Reese never really
Sometimes
does.
it's not great. So it's going to attempt to bite at you, but again, this
Mhm.
thing is way lower level than the elementals.
Yeah.
That's still a hit. So it does 2d12 plus 10 piercing. You take 22 piercing damage, and it has
Gross.
improved grab. So you are now grabbed.
Ooh. Great.
Grabbed. That was 1, 2. Do I want to be a dick? I kind of do.
Be a dick to me. Go for it.
It's going to use its third action to use the attack Swallow Whole. So, Reese, please, let's see, do you even get anything on that? Swallow Whole. No, you are. Yeah, reflex DC. So, give me a reflex. Oh, wait, no. Athletics check imposed by the grab creatures. You can try to escape on your turn. So it uses its action to swallow you whole, Reese. You are, and
You fucker, I'm into that shit.
Yep, that's it. That's its whole turn. It moves, it bites you, and you get swallowed whole. So you take 2d8 plus 5 bludgeoning damage. So 2d8 plus 5. You take 14 damage, Reese. I'll give that to you. 36. So here's what happens with swallow whole. On your turn, you can only attack with unarmed attacks or with weapons of light bulk or less. So like a dagger, if you have one. And this creature has what's called a
Do
rupture
I have
value.
a dagger?
This creature has a rupture value of 20. So if you do 20 points of damage in one attack, it will vomit you up. But you're like, you can't breathe anymore because you're inside of this thing. It's constricting you, and you take that amount of damage. I think that's you're grabbed, and you're slowed 1. So I need to give you slowed 1 as well. Slowed 1. And then Reese, you're essentially here in the center of this shark now. That's the end of the shark. Khan, it is your turn now.
What do I want to do? There's
And I'll
several
say you can
targets.
start anywhere you want along the left-right axis of the map.
Okay.
Same with you, Zavid, and Frag when it's his turn.
Even through the water distortion, I probably saw Reese get eaten by a shark.
Yeah, you saw that.
I'm gonna go help him. So, can I start here?
I definitely would be.
Yes.
I would have moved.
Oh, you're welcome to move yourself then, Zavid.
Yeah.
Retroactively.
Yeah, I'll vault myself off of the griffin.
Great.
Is it a Gladius that I have?
Gladius,
What's it
yes.
called? Yes, Gladius. I'll jump off of the griffin, Gladius in hand, and try to. I brought a knife to a shark fight. This will go fine.
This will be just fine. Just
Yeah.
fine.
Just like in the circus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Time to make sushi.
Yep. It is your hunted prey, or not your hunted prey, your target there, Khan. It's
Yeah.
not flat-footed to you because that specific shark already went, so you don't get your surprise, and it's not flat-footed, but you can attack it.
And I don't think I can do tumble through because we're in water.
Yeah, we're in water. That won't work. You
And
can't
it
go
doesn't
under
have
its legs.
feet for me to go under.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna go for it. Do
Hell yeah.
I need to use an action to close range?
No, it was an. Did I cost you an action to jump off, Reese? I don't think so. No.
No.
You can just jump off. Free action.
Wapa.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna make a lot of stabs.
Fury
Well,
of
actually, like,
stabs.
This would be more efficient, actually. I could use an action to take out a bottled lightning. Well, maybe not bottled lightning.
Now that you're in the water. You
A little conductive.
Yeah.
could poison your sword.
That's right. That's what Khan does. She can poison things. And these are alive.
Yes,
And they
these
have
are.
blood, unlike elementals.
That's correct.
which
The
don't have
elementals.
blood.
The elementals do not have blood.
Then I will use an action to both draw a poison and coat my weapon with it. I
Awesome.
took that feat.
You did.
And so I guess I'll make 2 attacks. What kind of poison do I want to use?
You got that black finger
I
blight.
feel
That thing's
like-
nasty.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, so I might as well. Just to see what it's like, you know. Yes. It says that it takes 2 actions to interact with it, I think.
But you have that feat, so it's just the one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
then
jump is the free action, then the 2 actions to coat your sword, and then 1 to stab, and that'll be your turn.
yes.
All right, so let's see that attack.
Yeah. That's where they are. Sorry that this is taking this.
You're good. And your character sheet has a ton of stuff on it. That is a hit. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so do the regular damage first, the piercing and the acid. Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so damage.
And
And then
I'll tell it to make a fort save.
great. Yep. Oh, it fails. Nice.
Whoa.
So you get to add that 8d6 poison damage. So go ahead and just click the little blood icon to the left of 8d6.
Yeah. Or is it the 86
Or
or the
wait, let me see.
66?
Onset round 1, 1 round maximum. Stage 1 is yeah, it's the 66 for round 1. Yeah, that's right. It's a regular fail. So 66 poison to this thing. Nice. 21 extra damage as this gnarly poison. You can even see little black tendrils
Does
reaching
that
out from the point of
count?
impact. No, it has to be from the inside for rupture.
Okay.
She could kill it, and that would do essentially the same thing. But but that is the Con. Zavid, you are up, and you can start anywhere, left, right, wherever you want.
All right. I have an idea here that might work. I would like to try to cast the spell Invoke Spirits.
Ooh, what's that do?
For a 10-foot burst within 120 feet, ragged apparitions of the dead rise to stalk the living. They deal 2d4 mental damage and 2d4 negative damage to each living creature in the area with a basic will save. Additionally, creatures that critically fail the save are frightened to and are fleeing for 1 round.
Dang.
On subsequent rounds, the first time you sustain the spell each round, you can move the area up to 30 feet within the range of the spell. Living creatures in the new area then will attempt the shit. So it's level 5, so I'm gonna do it, I think, right in the center of these 3.
Okay.
And I think I can do it to where it doesn't reach Reese, right?
Yeah, I'll say that. That's fine. Reese is also
They-
inside the shark, so
Yeah, so I'm gonna you hear his voice underwater as he calls out to the dead and says, "Sailors and merchants, whoever sailed on this vessel when it went down into the deep, defend your ship once again from these interlopers." And I try to bring out the dead spirits of those who perished on this voyage.
they do so. Just bones and arms covered in not barnacles, that hasn't been that long, but covered in like crabs and little scavengers that are starting to pick at them. They reach up these zombie sailors and they start. What do they swat at them? How do they attack them? What is form?
I
is
mean,
that?
they're like skeletal looking spirits. So they fly through the water and just start swiping. I mean, I imagine their touch it like phases through their bodies, but deals mental and negative damage. So, oh, you're frozen again.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I love the look that's on.
I
his
know,
face.
it's
Like,
so
yeah.
judgment, like
Just like that's what you do.
I caught it. I caught it. Hey, am I here?
Yeah.
Yay.
You're here.
I see it cuts. I can see it right before you guys can. So
Good.
yeah. Now that I kind of know what to look for, I can kind of catch it. So okay. So you get all of these sailors and they're slashing and grabbing at this elemental and these 2 sharks. So go ahead and it's a save.
I need
right?
will saves from all of them. Yeah.
Saves from all of them. So that's both sharks and number 2. So what is my DC?
I don't remember what Mr. Zavid's DC is. I think 31.
They all fail.
Okay.
Elemental Shark number, what is that? 2 critically failed.
So, number
the top
2.
Yeah, the one Reese is inside critically failed.
Yeah, brilliant. So that one not only takes it's
Double damage,
basic
right?
save, so I think it's double the damage, right? On a crit fail.
That's right.
All right, so let me do that. Let me roll. This is just gonna apply to everybody. Here's the mental damage.
Awesome.
So 3 mental damage, and then this is going to be the negative. So for your shark in particular, Reese, that one's gonna take 16 damage, and then it's frightened 2 and fleeing for 1 round. Whereas the other ones are gonna take 8 damage.
Reese
and
is going on a trip then. Great.
Yeah. Frightened 2, you said, huh?
yeah.
All right.
That also
Frightened.
means it's bad. It's worse at doing shit. So that's good.
True. It's easier to hit for you on the inside.
That is true.
And then I'm gonna cast shield on myself because I'm afraid that one of these things are gonna try to attack me.
Fair.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
AC +1. There you go. There's your shield. That's the end of you. Now it's this elemental. Are you still
No.
Are you still flying, Zavid, or are you in the water?
I'm in the. I thought we were all in the water.
Yeah, I was just curious. Okay, so this elemental, it doesn't know which one of you attacked it. It just sees all of you. So it's just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Right now, I'm safe inside a shark.
Or 35. Swim speed is 100. Oh, okay. These things can swim really, really, really fast. Okay, so it's going to swim over to just the nearest thing it sees, which in this case is going to be Frag. And it is going to attempt... And actually, it's not even going to move over. It's going to stay back here. And it's going to lift up one of its arms and beckon towards it as a wave of water hits Frag from behind. That's what's going to happen. So ranged attack with a wave. That's a critical hit. No, not that. Not that. That's not what I meant.
Frag, don't die, please.
That was not what I meant to do. There we go. This is what I want on Frag. Ouch. 61 damage as this smashes into the Frag and pushes him 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. 40 on a crit. 5, 10, 15, 20 to here as this wave smashes into the back of Frag and pushes him towards this thing. With its second action, it is going to attempt to bite him, but it's at its penalty, which is good. So it's just a regular hit, not a crit, dealing a little damage. I mean, the Frag has to roll me a fortitude save, which I'll get here. He regular fails, so Frag now has hydrophobia, as this thing gives him stage 1 rabies. Or water rabies, rather. So, he gets to take 66 poison damage and become frightened 1, as long as he's within 20 feet of water. That's the whole elemental's turn. That's Frag's turn. Frag didn't like that none too much. So let's go with Frag is going to overdrive. So that means he has to roll a crafting check. That is a critical success, so he gets a plus intelligence mod to his damage. And he's going to take a gigaton strike at this thing with his giant axe.
They're gonna say gigaton of damage. I was like, no.
No,
Wait.
not again.
Wait, no. That should have had an extra 1. Yes, his gigaton strike should have a +2 because he changed his rune. So that is actually a hit by 1,
Yay.
thankfully. So Frag hits with that. Boom. So Frag does a ton of damage. There's 36 slashing damage to this thing.
Jesus Christ.
And is going to, let's see, that was 2 actions, is going to use his free celerity, his Heelys, essentially, to move 5,
Water
10, 20,
healies.
25, 30, 35, 40 out here. And then he's going to eat one of those cakes that he carries. I can't remember how much those heal for. Let's see. It's in his like handy haversack or some knapsack of halfling kind. 2d8 plus 4. Got it.
It's gonna be a little salty, but
Yeah, it's gonna be a little salty.
A little
So he's
wet.
gonna get 14 hit points. So there we go. All right, that's the end of Frag's turn. Top of the round. Elemental Shark here. It sees something. Well, didn't mean to make
It
it
grows in
Sorry,
air.
that is not what it does.
No!
It sees Zavid by himself, so he's going to swim over to here and attempt to tail attack you.
All right.
Whip you with its tail.
Watch me
critical
whip.
hit.
I'm gonna raise my shield as a reaction.
Ah, great. So that will reduce your damage, right?
Yeah, by a lot. I don't remember how many. Let me double check here
Yeah,
because I
every little
know
bit helps.
it's heightened, so it's
Yep.
like gonna be a lot more. Let's see. Right into 5th. The shield's hardness is 15, so I think it can
Okay.
absorb 15 points of damage before it breaks.
Great. Then I will reduce this damage by 15. There you go. Yep. So you take 18 damage as opposed to a lot more than that. 30 something. 33.
All right.
So it moved. It swung with its tail. Let's see. And then it's just going to attempt a second tail attack. Oh, wait, no, it pushes you 15 feet with its tail. Sorry, I just noticed that. So you move 5, 10, 15 to here. And so it is going to kind of close some distance. That's the end of its turn. Reese, you are inside this shark. You are only able to make unarmed attacks or attacks with weapons of light, bulk, or less.
Yeah,
Light bulk.
so Reese luckily has striking daggers
Hey.
and is going to try to stab his way out. With
Here's the fun
one.
thing about Flurry. If you hit with both of your attacks, they stack for things like damage reduction. So if let's say your first stab does 15 damage, which wouldn't be enough to hit the 20 threshold, if your second one does 6, you would. Because with a Flurry, it counts. That's the best part about Flurry.
Cool.
It hasn't really been... it hasn't been applicable yet until this moment. This is the first time that it's mattered.
Okay.
So
Yes.
go ahead and roll both. The first attack, that's a critical. So roll your damage on this one first. We'll see what happens. Okay, so 11. So now roll your second one, and this will stack with that damage. Oh, it's your hunted prey. Roll a d8. A 2d8.
2d8, 2d8. D8 times
I forgot that it's your hunted prey.
Okay. Alright, so 2d8. Ah, shoot.
Hmm?
Wait, hold on. 2.
2d8. There they
There
come.
we go.
So another 6. So that's 17. So if you hit with this second one and you do 3 damage,
And I
you
can
will
use
hit its
my
rupture.
second dagger on me too, so I could use the other one at 21.
That's right. You can use both of them at the highest.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So all you need to do is hit and do 3 damage, and this thing will barf you back up. That's another critical. So
Hell
go ahead.
yeah.
You don't get the extra 2d8 on this one. It's only your first attack per round, but I'm pretty sure this will do it. So go ahead and roll your damage. Yes, you do manage just enough damage to... It's bleeding on the inside, and it horks you up into that square.
Yeah.
So you still have 2 actions. That was a flurry. Very well done.
Yeah. So Reese's at how weak is it looking at this point? Like how
It's-
nasty?
It's looking pretty. Let's see, which one is it? It's number.
On top of it being weak, it's also frightened and about to swim away.
That's
you
true.
could say.
Yes, that's true. It's roundabout half health. It looks pretty bad, and it's
Okay.
scared as hell.
So how do I make this arrow go away?
What arrow?
I have an
The
arrow pointing
targeting.
to the targeting arrow.
Oh, that.
Control something else, right? You can
Control,
just
click,
click
something else. Yeah.
Or control click it, and then it'll go
Mhm.
away.
Mhm.
Okay, I got it. All right, cool. So with that, I think Reese is going to let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, Reese is just gonna go back at it and just like try to like dagger it again.
Okay. That'll be at your
Mm,
bottom
bottom?
penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's a big ol' miss. Okay. And one action remaining.
And I'll do it with the other one.
Okay. Stab,
Ah.
stab, stab, stab.
Ah, shoot. Wrong area to drop. It's just a warm up. Ugh.
That one's also a miss. All right. And that. Why did you take damage? That doesn't make sense. Why did you just take damage? Oh, I see. Yeah, you shouldn't have taken that 18. So let me give you that back. So that's
I'd appreciate that.
36. You are also no longer
I used my
flat-footed.
striking dagger.
You're also not
It works. Ah.
grabbed or flat-footed or swallowed or slowed. There you go.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Fixed it. All right, that
Perfect.
was a miss. Yes, that's the end of the turn. Okay, now it is the elemental. So this elemental is going to move around to this area. And it is going. So that's one action. It's going to attempt to bite you there, Reese.
Okay.
You're just getting bit. It missed. God damn. Then
God damn it! Really? I got eaten by a shark, sir.
True. And it is going to use Vortex. So it is going to become like a swirling mass of water. So it's let's see. The area is treated as difficult terrain. So essentially anywhere within 50 feet of this thing, it is now difficult terrain. And I'll put a right there. All of that is now difficult terrain. That's the end of its turn, though. However, it also can't attack, so that's a bonus. So it is this shark. You said it is fleeing, Zavid?
It's fleeing one, or for
Fleeing
one
one.
round, yeah.
All right, so it has to move up to its swim speed, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Its swim speed is 80 feet. And how long does this last? One round?
Yeah.
One round. Okay. So that's 240 feet. That's way off the map. So it's just going to be off the map for a bit. Boop. Because it swam the hell away. Con, you're up.
I'm gonna go after this other shark.
Okay.
I can't get it flat-footed because no one else is within 5 feet of it on the other side. So,
That's right.
In theory, what would happen if I threw bottled lightning at this thing?
Well, it does have an area, so
Mhm.
as long as you're not in the area, you think it'd probably be all right.
For science,
For science.
For
I think I'm
science.
gonna do that.
All right. You said bottled lightning. Let's see which one. I don't
Yes.
think I've updated the stats on your bottled lightning, so you would get graders at this point. So let me throw that. Are you able to see that in the chat box?
Yes.
Okay. So graders are. It's just a strike. 3d6 and 3 splash. So you get a +2 to attack rolls. So
Nice.
essentially, for your attack roll, just roll as though you were using your Gladius, the +23.
Gotcha. And don't add anything onto that?
Yeah, nothing on it. It's the same number.
Wait, actually, then I wouldn't
Mhm.
be able to do anything this round. Because I would have one action to move, one action to grab the bottle of lightning, and one
haven't
to
moved
throw
yet.
it. Huh?
You haven't moved yet.
I know, but then I would use all 3 of my actions.
Don't you have that bandolier for your potions or whatever?
I guess I do, but I don't know if we like explicitly
Could
said
call
that
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 just-
limits.
Yeah, we could call it just a one action to throw it. Have him there.
All right, I'll take that. So one
I
action
like the
to
idea
move.
of lightning ing it. Cool. So you're gonna move up, close some distance, and then
Actually, how about I throw the bottled lightning first and
There you
then
go.
get within range?
I was
of it?
really hoping you were gonna keep going with that.
Where are you throwing it at?
The shark.
Why wouldn't you want to throw it at the elemental? The water elemental.
Oh, are the sharks not like natural alive things that were just hanging out?
They are just sharks. Actually, you could give me a nature check to see if there's anything weird with them.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
water and lightning don't mix. I'd throw that at the water elemental. But I don't know if Pathfinder has any rules about Final Fantasy elemental attacks.
Oh no, is he frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give it a good minute. This is why I'm the one
Anything?
producing.
Yeah,
Yes,
me?
yes.
There you
Okay,
are,
okay,
yes.
sorry.
Good.
You guys caught me that time. So yes, that is just regular shark. Yeah, but you also, yeah, that's all you get with that roll. Is these are probably just regular sharks that just happen to be here.
I'll still go with my course of action. I have plenty of bottled lightnings.
Okay.
All right, gonna chuck it at the shark. So yeah, just
Yeah.
roll that plus 23 on it and see what happens. For
Gotcha.
science.
For science.
That's a hit. All right. So you do 3d6 electricity damage to this thing.
Giving 3d6.
Ooh.
Oh, 13. That's pretty good. So that was shark number 1. That's that one. So 13 is that many. Cool. This thing is it takes a shock and it's got some some burns across its scales. It seems pretty hurt. Looks kind of bloody at this point.
Well then, one action to close distance, and now that it's flat-footed,
Oh
I can
yeah, I
stab.
forgot that's what
That's the
lightning
whole
does.
point of using.
That's the whole
bottled
point.
lightnings.
There you go. Now it's flat-footed. Oh, you gave it flat-footed. I see.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, go ahead and do your attack on it.
Yay! At my second penalty.
Yes. The first one is the throwing is a strike. Throwing
Okay,
an
cool.
electrical bomb. That still hits though. So go ahead and do that with your damage and your sneak attack. Ooh, 2 6s. Very nice. So Khan hurls a bottled lightning, and as the electrical arcs are fading, you zoom in like a torpedo and stab right where the bottle landed. I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yes, and
Debilitation.
now that I hit the creature that was flat-footed, I can actually impose like the.
Debilitation.
Yes.
So yes, what debilitation do you give it?
I'm gonna make it flat-footed.
Oh, it already.
Again.
Oh, continue to make it flat-footed.
Yes.
Got it. All right, Zavid, you are now up.
If you had feet, it would be flat. So here's my problem with the quickened condition. I'm looking up. It says because quickened has its effect at the start of your turn, you don't immediately gain actions if you become quickened during your turn. Well, that's not very quick, is it?
Yeah, that's weird.
Right? But that's rules as written. So I'm gonna ask, if I were to cast haste on myself, do I get an immediate stride slash
Yeah. I'd let
strike?
you use it that round. That's dumb otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I think, look, you're already expending a spell slot, and it's prepared spells half the time, so it's like you're already kind of gimped. You might as well be able to use it that round.
Just remember, everywhere in that circle is difficult terrain for the moment.
All right, well, that's good to know. I'm going to cast haste on myself, and then I'm going to use an action to continue my concentration on or sustain the spell for invoke spirits. I'm going to move them to where this elemental is, so it needs to make another will save for me.
I can do that. That's number 2, so will save. Let's go.
Crit fail. Crit fail, please crit fail. Please crit fail.
It's a 22.
My DC. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
My
what is it's
DC?
got to be close to a crit fail. What are you
It's
at?
close, but I don't think it's there because I believe it was 31.
You're
I thought.
31. Yeah, so it's a regular failure, but almost.
Fuck. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
I have another. No, I don't.
Hero
I
point?
did haste.
Do you have that invoke true name bullshit? Isn't that something that adds like DC or something?
Wait. Invoke true name. Does that?
I thought you had that cantrip. Doesn't it?
I do have it. I just can't remember what it did. Because it was very specific to like certain enemies. Let me double check. Divine spells. Looking for invoke true name. Invoke true name. Speak the true name of a creature to more assuredly effective with your magic. This is one action as verbal. Until the end of your next or your current turn, the target is flat-footed against your spells and takes a -2 circumstance penalty on saving throws against them.
If you would have used that, that would have affected it.
I don't think I would know its true name though.
I'll let you give me a religion check to see if you can figure it out. Or
If
occultism.
I would have to not do haste this round. Would that be
true.
all right?
That's true. That's true.
I'm
No.
guessing probably not. So
yeah,
we're gonna keep it as is. I didn't know that. That's on me. There's the mental damage,
okay.
and there's the
Four.
negative. That's 7 damage as these spirits kind of move into the square, and you hear like the haunted sort of wails of I don't know who used to be on the ship, but if it was pirates, I imagine there's some Avasti mateys in there, some yo-ho-hos.
They appeared, as far as you can tell, be merchants. They're wearing regular sailors' clothes. They don't appear to be military.
Huh. This was my last journey before retirement.
I only had 2
Just-
weeks.
2 weeks left. I was getting too old for this shit, and I knew it. Yeah, just the unfinished business and regrets of these merchants all being taken out on this water elemental that has nothing to do with it, probably.
All right. Is
I
that
have
your full
a
turn?
stride because
you
I had
do.
to keep the haste. So I'm going to. I would like to actually move. It's a difficult terrain, so it's half the movement.
Half. Yeah.
So if I have 5 squares of movement, does that go down to 2 or 3?
Let's say 3.
Okay.
I'll round up. I feel like being nice.
Yeah. I guess I'll do like one diagonal like that.
All right. So that brings it to number 1 over here. Let's see, how far away is it from you guys? 70 feet, huh? Range of 30 feet. Oh, yeah, it does not have the range for that. Okay, so it's going to sweep down kind of into here. It has 100 feet of swimming speed, so it's going to swoop in. Seeing the 3 of you, it's going to target Reese, I think, because you're just floating in the center there. And it is going to attempt to pull you back with a wave and hit you from behind with water. Let's see if it can do... Ooh, that's going to hurt. Oh, wow, I thought that was going to be a crit. Nice. There we go, 23, and you are pulled 20 feet forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20. You are pulled to here by this wave, Reese, smashing into the back of you.
Lovely.
Move, wave. Now it is going to attempt to bite you while it is foaming at the mouth, this water elemental. Nice, another hit. Okay.
What did
Now-
I do to you?
Nice.
You're just there.
Awesome. Good. Let's kill
I'm just
Reese.
glad
Nice.
my monsters are working. You guys usually kill my shit so fast. I always roll like a bunch of 1s and then you kill it immediately.
Uh-huh.
So Reese, I need you to make a fortitude save, DC 32.
Okay. It's fine. Fine. Yeah.
That is a fail, but not a critical fail. So you are now poisoned with hydrophobia. So you take 6d6 poison damage. So that's going to be 19. Let's see. So, boop. There you go. And you are now frightened 1 as long as you're within 20 feet of water. And since you are swimming in water, you're now frightened 1. Right. 1. That's the end of its turn. That brings it to Frag. Frag is really not in a good way, but he sees an opening, and he's going to swim over to this thing to right here, making it flat-footed with Reese. and he's going to Gigaton Overdrive and Gigaton Strike on this thing again. Let's see. Oh no, Overdrive lasts 10 rounds. Awesome. So he's actually going to cast True Strike on himself, allowing him to roll with advantage on Gigaton Strike. That's what he's going to do.
Hell
Look at
yeah.
that. Hell yeah, frag.
Let's
So,
go, boys.
let's go. Look at that. That's a lot of D12s, y'all. That's
That's a lot of
D12s.
damage.
That's a
lot of
lot.
damage.
That's
And,
a lot of
let's
damage.
see. It makes a Fortitude save. Yes, it makes a Fort save. So that's number 1. Fortitude save, DC of 31. Passes, but not critically, so it's pushed back 5 feet. So I'm going to say it gets pushed to here. All right. Move, Gigaton Strike. That's it, yeah. So now it is the shark that's next to Khan. Oh, wrong way. It's going to attempt to jaws at you, Khan, since you are right there and you're itty bitty. Oh, it missed. Damn.
Good.
It's going to try again, because again, you are right there and tiny.
Mhm.
Ah!
Too quick. Gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker than that. This shark is just thrashing. It's thrashing in place. It in fact, the electricity from your bottled lightning is affecting its you know how sharks have like electrosensors in their nose?
Yeah.
It's it can't see you. It can't get a bitch of bead on you. This thing is flashing all over the place. And that's its turn. Reese, you're up. I rolled like ass.
Yeah,
That
you
one was
did.
my
Holy hell.
That was my normal luck coming back.
All right. So is that one looking pretty nasty at this point? Like, oof,
The
not
shark?
feeling great? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what Reese is gonna do is, he figures if he moves, the thing's gonna try to attack him. So fuck it. He's gonna go and take his bow out at this point and just attack with the longbow to the shark.
Okay. Are you making it your hunted prey or anything?
Oh shoot! I should have done that.
We can say you did.
Okay.
So roll your damage and then just roll 2d8s in the chat because I keep
Okay.
forgetting to reprogram that.
That's okay. Let me. Wait, sorry.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
And then 2d8s.
And then 2 more d8s. Nice, another 8.
I hear the meowing.
Yep.
Ow!
All
My
right. So that
baby.
was
My son.
hunt prey is 1 action, then your bow is a 2nd action. You have 1 action left, unless they were a
Come
flurry.
here. I think I'm gonna move if I move away from the elemental, am I in range of being attacked?
They do have range of let's see, it's
Come on.
15 feet. So you would need to move at least 15 feet to get out of its range.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. You are in difficult terrain, so essentially you have to move right next to
Okay.
Khan. That's really your only choice. The only spot
That's
you
fine.
have.
That's
So,
fine.
There is your only choice.
Do that.
Cool. So that's the end of your turn, bringing it to the elemental that's next to Zavid. It is currently in a whirlpool. So it's going to use 2 actions to use Surge. So all 3 of you, just not Frag, need to make me a Fortitude save, DC 31, as this elemental, this vortex, spinning vortex of water coalesces back into itself, like smashing you each with water. Ooh, I saw a nat 20 in there. Khan and Zavid, nice. Both of you
Yep.
managed to swim straight up. Like you see it coming. You swim straight up and out of it as this rushing water goes beneath your feet. Reese,
Too slow.
35, that is a success. What happens? You take half damage. So,
Eli, why do you hate me?
huh? So Reese, you only take 15 damage. That's not so bad.
Good.
And is there anything else? A creature that fails the save is pushed 20 feet. So that's actually helpful for you, Reese.
Oh,
You are
good.
pushed.
Wait a minute. I thought you
Huh?
said fail to save. Reese succeeded.
Reese, 35, 30. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
So it
Yes,
is not
you are
pushed.
correct.
Yeah.
Not pushed. Not pushed.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Even if
No,
it was
you're
helpful,
totally right.
I'm sorry.
I
No,
don't
That's-
care.
you're right. You're totally right.
I'd
Cannot.
rather have it be
push.
correct.
So And it cannot do that again for 4 rounds. Wow. Okay. That sucks for me. Surge.
Huh?
4 rounds.
Sucks to
There we go.
suck.
Sucks to suck, Elemental. But that's the end of its turn. That brings it to
The shark that ran away.
Yep, the shark that ran away. So
It
let's
sounds
see.
like
It's still
a
got poison
children's
on it.
novel.
The shark that ran away. It really does. You don't see it swim back. Con, you're up.
All right. Now getting rid of the shark is just a matter of pride at this point. It's flat-footed. I'm going to stab.
Do it. Ooh, you have a hero point.
I do have a hero point.
That was a really low roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Hero point.
Oh, Eli's froze again. Or Lumby's froze again.
Oh.
Whoop.
You done darn got froze again.
It froze right as it was like between a 2 and a
Did
20.
I catch it? Did I catch it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I saw the nat 20. We're good.
Yeah.
So go. Awesome. Roll your critical damage.
Yay. Good use of a.
Very
oh
good
my
use of-
god.
Oh, so just describe to everyone how you turn this thing into sushi.
Mm.
Honestly, yeah. Like, okay. How big is the gladius?
It,
I can have it in
it's
my mind's
about the
eye.
size of my forearm.
All right.
Not very big. 2 feet, maybe.
Yeah. I like to think that with a few like precise slices, Khan just cuts the head off the shark.
You fillet it, and its head just slowly floats away, and it begins filling the area with blood. But yeah, that was one attack. Good
My
job.
brand.
Your brand. You are getting coated in watery blood. It's soaking into your green. Or wait, you've got which? Yeah, your green cloak.
Yeah,
your
green.
green cloak. So yeah, you're once again, Khan the Bloody is getting soaked in blood, in shark blood.
Yay.
2
Alright,
actions remaining.
That's metal as fuck.
It's metal as fuck.
This is all difficult terrain, so it'll take all my movement to get there. Control click to stop targeting that. And yeah, Frag would have to get closer for it to be flat-footed. Oh, you're muted.
Frag actually uses a reach weapon, so it would be
Oh.
flat-footed. Only because if it's Frag. If that was anybody else.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So let's see, flat. There you go.
Yeah.
What? Sir.
So I'm at my first penalty. Yes.
Yes, the middle
Alright,
one.
cool.
And these things have really high AC, but that was an excellent hit. Hey, still a hit though. Nice.
Yeah. And is it flat-footed?
It is
Does it have-
flat-footed. Yep. I
Okay,
gave it to
yeah,
it a second
does have
ago.
the marker. Cool. Thank you.
What?
Awesome. And you get your debilitation as well because it's flat-footed.
Yes. And they can't bleed. Curses.
That is correct. It
Oh.
cannot bleed.
It's gonna take an additional 2d6 precision damage from
Great.
my attacks.
Chuck that in the chat.
Here, I can still watch the screen. I'm just being held like a baby.
Oh, max. Look
nice,
at that.
nice, nice.
Number 1, so that's another 12 damage. So cool. Got it. It is, yeah, that it you hear what is clearly a shout of pain.
Mhm.
And so that was attack, move, attack. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Zavid, it is your turn.
So I'm curious. If I were to summon an undead, but I wanted to go with an elite version of the undead,
Mhm.
how many levels does that add to its like creature score? You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I
For
understand the
example,
elite thing.
Yeah, for example, if it was creature 2, like
Mhm.
second level, right? Which means I would need a third level animate dead to bring it back. if I wanted the elite version of that, what would then be its level? Would I have to go up 1 or?
Depends on how elite you want it.
Well, from what I see, it
let's
just
see.
adds +2 to everything.
Animate dead. Yeah, pretty much just adds 2. But animate dead. So what? If you wanted a 2nd level creature, yeah, you could raise it to 3rd with a 4th level spell. You could raise it to 5th with a 5th level spell. 7th with a 6th level spell. It kind of depends on the level. It says in the animate dead spell where they're heightened to.
Actually, it says right on here. Sweet. They're called. Okay. How bad does? So are physical attacks working against these
Yes.
elements? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to cast a 4th level animate dead,
Awesome.
and I would like to bring out a Draugr captain.
Okay, let's see if I have
Draugrs are normally 2nd level, but when you give them the elite adjustment, they can and give them the ability to cast Obscuring Mist as an innate divine spell 3 times per day, they become 3rd level creatures, which means a 4th level animate deck can bring one out.
Okay.
Draugr are great because they're underwater undead, so they have a swim speed of 25 feet, which is
That's
what
awesome.
I want right now.
Yeah, I do not have those in my fantasy
is
grounds.
Totally fine. I'm going to send it to you right now,
Cool.
so you can see what I'm
just
looking
gonna,
at.
I'm gonna call it a skeleton guard, just so I have something to put on the map.
Sure.
Where do you want it?
I would like it right. I would like to keep this one from moving, so I'd like it right here, where that little
Okay.
blip is.
All right. So it's right there.
And I'm also going to move my stride over here. As
Your
it
free
comes
stride.
in,
Yep.
yeah, it's going to do its 2 attacks against this guy.
All right. Let's see. So its bonus is
plus 12 with a great X, and then +7 on its 2nd attack.
yes, that's right. So you did make it elite. Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
yeah, put a
let me
12 in your modifier and roll a d20.
oof.
That's not going to do it.
+7. Get a nat 20. Command you.
Also
All
not
right.
going to do it. But
All
very
right,
cool.
so it is trying to occupy this thing's dungeon.
Right. I love
This, the spell that I was sustaining, I cannot sustain any longer, so that's those spirits
Okay.
fly off.
And I think you have 1 action remaining. Because you're hasted.
Animate
so you-
Dead is 3.
Oh, it's 3?
actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no,
Okay.
I'm out.
And that brings it to Elemental 1, who just got really badly stabbed by Khan. So it's going to turn around and attempt to bite at Khan. That's a regular hit, not a crit. So some damage. Khan, I need you to make me a Fortitude save. It's a
Okay.
DC of 32. Does 24 damage to you. Well, that's a success. So nothing additional happens. It just bites down into you, and it's mostly cloak, but it's a grazing wound on the shoulder as you take 24 piercing damage. Let's see. What else can it do? Yeah, it's gonna try again, but it's at its penalty. It's gonna bite at you again, Con.
All right.
Another hit. Please give me another Fortitude save. 32.
All right.
27 damage to Con. Oof, real good. So yeah, again, no additional issues. You sulky blood is really not taken to this this hydrophobia.
Yeah.
And it's seeing that you aren't taking to it. It's going to try biting over at Frag, but it's lowest here. Oof, that was a really high roll though. Still a hit, not a crit though. I don't want to kill Frag while he's not here. Okay, good. So he's still up, but he's hurting. Frag is definitely hurting really, really, really badly.
Ooh.
He has 2 hit points, just so y'all know. Okay, so he has Fortitude save. Critical success. Frag is fine.
Good
Okay,
for
that's the end of the Elemental's turn. Frag's turn. He's going to Gigaton strike this thing and then get the hell out of dodge. So melee attack. A hit, great. Damage on this thing. Good damage. And then it needs to make a fortitude save. That's a critical success. It is not moved by his Gigaton strike. And Frag, not being in the difficult terrain, is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40 to here. Get the hell out of there. Top of the round, Reese is up.
Reese is gonna get the fuck out of dodge as well, with his lovely 59 hit points, and is getting out of that circle pretty much as far as he can. If I think I counted squares right.
Sure, it looks right.
Yeah, and then after that, he's gonna longbow at the elemental.
Great, number 1.
Yep.
Cool.
Can
Yes.
I interrupt for a sec?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Would my
Your reaction?
My reaction have procced
Yes.
because
Yeah, it would have
yes.
procced on Frag. Yes, absolutely. I forgot about that. So real quick,
so did
yes.
I.
For
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Yep. Yeah, before you, Reese, go ahead and get that. And it'd still be flat-footed. So that's a hit. You'll get your sneak attack and your debilitation. Awesome. So what debilitation do you give it?
Flat-footed, baby.
I would recommend maybe doing the extra damage.
Well, let's do the extra damage. Mysterious voice in my head.
That's your familiar. That was just enough. It had 5 hit points after your attack. So you stab this thing after seeing Frag, and you hear the voice of your familiar, push harder, and you just push just a little bit harder, and this thing turns into water and disperses.
Okay, so then.
So now you don't even need to attack that
No,
one.
I don't. I'm gonna make the other one my hunted prey.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna do. Oh, shoot! My screen moved over. Hold on. Hunt prey. I was supposed to select it, wasn't it?
Let's see. Reese.
Unless I
There you
pressed
go.
the wrong walking man.
Oh, it's possible. Here we go. Hunt prey, hunt prey, hunt prey.
Thank you.
There you go.
Excellent. Alright, so yeah, Reese is gonna do that. And does sneak attack also work? Or.
Yeah, it's flat-footed. Not.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
okay.
it's flat-footed
So that's
because Zavid and his Draugr are over there.
Okay, so it's already flat-footed, so I don't have to worry about that. Or the surprise attack, so I don't have to do either of those. That's cool. So knowing how my shots have been awful, Reese is going to do the wog and do some yellow damage, and do the longbow.
Sounds
At
good.
2.
So give me 2 attacks. Yep,
2 at 22.
that's right. Ho, ho, ho. Yo, and that'll be an extra 48 because of your hunt prey.
Yep. Do I roll the other damage?
Roll your regular damage first,
Okay.
and it should include your sneak attack. I'm hoping.
God, I hope.
Yeah, that looks correct. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, did that actually piercing precision? So I think that included your hunt prey, but not your sneak attack. So roll 46 sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you only get 1d6, 2d6 sneak attack.
2d6.
Con gets more. Yours doesn't increase. I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
But hey, that's an extra 7 damage to
yeah.
that. So
And then I will do it for the second attack.
yep, this is at your bump. Yep, second one. That's all right. Regular hit. Great.
Okay. And then I am going to.
Then plus another 1d6 for your regular sneak attack.
Yep. Then I have one more move.
That's right.
Okay, so would that be the 17 or the 12?
It'd be the lowest one, yeah.
12. Okay.
You'll need to roll really high to hit this thing with that. But he's like I said, really, really high. So you do
It's
get that
okay.
extra 1d6 damage. So throw that in the chat, and I'll add it to it.
Okay. Yeah.
1. No, hey, damage is damage.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's the end of your turn. It is now the rabid elemental. It sees all of you, and it is going to attack the Draugr. What is its AC there, Zavid?
Oh, good question. And I feel really silly for
There
I
it is. It's
opened up.
19.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you so much.
So it's going to bite out at your Draugr. That's a critical hit. How many HP does it have? 50? Nice. It does 48 damage, so it has 2 hit points. But
Okay.
if that had hit you, it would have critted you. So this thing just soaked a crit for you.
I mean, that's what spells are
It's what
for.
spells are for, exactly. So, oh right, this is no longer difficult terrain. I forgot about that, you guys. So let me get rid of the token.
Oh my god, the blood stains! I just saw those.
Those are
Yeah.
new. I don't know how that happened. I didn't do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, legit. I think that's a Fantasy Grounds update. Because when I removed them from the map, that just happened. Like when they died. I don't know. I think that's a Fantasy Grounds thing. I love it.
I'm
though.
not complaining, yeah.
Yeah, for once that wasn't me. So it has one action. Yeah, it's gonna bite at you, Zvid.
Don't. Just don't.
But it's at its penalty, so at least there's that. Ooh, that's a
don't.
miss.
Okay,
And then
good.
its third one, it's going to look back to the Draugr and attempt to bite it again. Ooh, critical hits. Oh, wait. What's its AC? Sorry, I forgot that was a temporary token. Its AC is
19.
That is just a regular hit, not a critical. 30 damage, that'll do it. So your Draugr took two hits for you, though. So it is reduced to bones, and that is the end of its turn. Khan, you're up.
All right.
So that was a good use of a spell.
Yeah, a meat puppet.
Yep, meat puppet.
I guess? Yeah, I can make it there in a single movement because it's no longer difficult terrain.
That's correct, yeah.
So it's flat-footed, authentically. Let's do a couple stabs. Oh, he froze.
Yep, nope, I got it.
Oh,
I saw
okay,
it.
good.
Fantastic.
Yep. Okay, good hit. Incoming damage.
Yeah.
That's
And
a lot
the
of damage. And your
the
debilitation.
will be the precision.
Precision, great. Extra 8 damage. So let me find where it is. Great. All right, you push your Gladius up into this thing even further. So that was move, attack. All right, second attack. Nice, another good hit. There's the good, another 30 damage. And then what's debilitation are you using?
The precision again.
Great, another 7. Let's call that. All right, great. That was awesome. So move, attack.
Yes.
Zavid, your turn. This thing, you and Khan have it surrounded. It's not looking great. It's thrashing about wildly with its rabid foam.
Okay. I'm gonna try once again to. Well, actually, let me make a check. I want to make that religion check you said before to see if I can get its true name. Religion. Where are you? There you go. In the tower?
Yes, please. All right. Yeah, these are very clearly being affected by Breath of the Cradle. You were correct on that. It makes elementals go really nuts. And the other thing you're picking up is that these things are rabid, like a rabid dog. They have rabies. And I don't know what you know about rabies, but it literally makes you afraid of water. That's why it's called hydrophobia. These elementals are made of water and live in water, and they have a disease that makes them terrified of water. You get the sense that it's truly maddening. Having to live in water, be made of water, and be afraid of water. So essentially you're doing these things of mercy by taking them out. But what else were you trying to figure out with that roll? It was really high.
Its name. I
Its
want to
name.
invoke true name.
Absalom.
Absalom. That makes sense. I'm gonna invoke the true name and say Absalom. I release you from your torment. And then I want to do another projectile like thing.
Okay.
But now I should have a +2 on this. So let's target that, and then we're gonna do range attack, please. I'm gonna hero point it.
Yeah. Hero point that. A 5. That's bullshit.
Please just work.
+2.
Yeah, +2 to this.
Ugh. Don't you just absolutely hate the dice sometimes? I wanted that to work so bad.
That's it. I have a strike. I have one strike with my haste. Let's try that, because that's not part of this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I take out my cold iron dagger, and I try to end it with this.
Miss. That would have been so cool. I tried to.
Turns over, go.
Bragg is gonna eat another one of his salty treats. Let's see, what are they again? 2d8 plus something. 2d8 plus 4. So Frag is out there frantically munching all of these cookies that he has in his bag that are just soggy and disgusting. So that gives him.
Will probably be less disgusting.
Huh?
They might be less disgusting when eating them underwater.
Maybe. And he just eats 2 of them, so that's gonna bring him down to. Okay, that'll be Frag's, and then he'll see that you're getting pretty close on this, so he'll move forward with his in his underwater healies. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He'll get to there. Try to help y'all. Elemental's turn. It's kind of on its last legs, but it's gonna bite around frantically. First one. You know what? I'm gonna roll to see who gets. Why didn't mean to do that? I definitely didn't mean to do that. It's gonna. Let's see. Con, low or high?
Low.
It attacks Con. So it's going to bite out at you first, Con. It hit.
Fortitude save.
Yep, Fortitude save 32. 18 damage as it bites into you. Hey, there's a fail. So you get hydrophobia as well, stage 1, which is 6d6 poison damage. You are frightened 1 as long as you're within 20 feet of water, which you are. So 19 damage. Then it's going to use its second turn to bite at Zavid, but at its penalty.
Don't. Hey,
Missed,
actually,
though.
don't do it. Thank
It
you.
missed. It missed. And its third action, it's going to swim away because it sees that it is going to die. So it gets 100 feet of swim speed. It is going to swim off in this direction and out of sight.
Good.
So this thing clearly was very clearly about to die, and if it didn't take one of you guys out, it was.
It's
going
100
to...
feet away.
Yes, it is. Oh, do you have something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What you got? What you got?
I'll move. I swim with my haste. I want to get within. Can I get within? What is it? I gotta finish this. I can't let this thing fucking
cool
just run away.
I'm cool with it.
Here we go. This is kind of a high level thing, but can I get within 50 feet of it?
Sure. You have haste up.
Oh, actually, no. It's 120. I don't even need to move. Sorry. I need its choice of a will save or a reflex save. And because this is a damaging effect, it might want to choose its worst save.
That's weird. Okay, its worst save?
It gets to choose reflex or will. But I think if it's truly living a hellish, like tormented existence, it would want to choose the worst save.
I see what you're saying. No, I understand that. It's gonna pick its will save.
So yeah, go for it.
Whoops, that was supposed to be a 30.
30. All right, 30 is under 30 fails.
Hey.
So it's going to take 5d8 damage as I cast a quasi-real shadowy substance, and I essentially create a burst where it is centered. We're using the spell Shadow Blast. I know it's almost dead. I'm just gonna roll it because Last turn
I
left
think
me.
minimum damage will kill it.
Yeah.
Yes, that very much. It had 6 hit points.
The I choose for it to have so I can choose the kind of damage, which is kind of amazing with this spell. I think I would choose sonic damage, and I would want the sound to be that of like a calming beach. Very loud enough to deal damage, but just the idea of like up out of the water and just in like hearing the gulls in the wind and stuff, something relaxing so that it goes out not remembering that it's in the water.
That's great. Take a hero point. I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Like a regular one that goes through sessions.
Nice.
Yeah, you have defeated the rabid water elementals and their shark companions. Those did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Holy God!
Yeah, and you were cheering for it.
I wasn't trying to kill
really
you.
makes
Oh,
you think, huh?
Really makes you think if your DM's out to get you.
Let's go up.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
There's a glowing
Yeah,
shit down
there's some
here,
glowing
right?
shit. We didn't
That's
come
right.
down here
Get
for fucking
it.
nothing.
I say, like, even with my like gills, like, get that fucking thing, whatever
Reese
it is.
does, because Reese is the one who spotted it. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So you swim in the side here, and let me open up the rest of the map finally. You see inside that the right half, what you can see immediately is it's up top of the map. If you go straight up, is
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
straight up. You see that the ship is full of water. There are fish, small minnows, and such inside. There's no big predators in here.
Good.
There are already plants that have started growing into the wood. Things that have moved in very quickly. Ships tend to turn into reefs very quickly as soon as they sink. But yes, you can see that in here is where the glow is coming from.
Okay.
But it's not quite in this area. Do the rest of you join, or is it just Reese?
I am gonna keep a lookout because I have
I'm-
bullhorn still, so I can like shout it through the water.
Yeah, I'm suffering from hydrophobia.
Oh
I-
yeah, you guys. That
Yeah.
goes away.
Okay.
Let me get rid of that for you guys.
Good. Good.
Yep, that is a short thing. Let's use if he doesn't have it, and Frag doesn't have it. Cool, there you go. Yeah, you are no longer hydrophobic.
Good. Good.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you do, Con? Do you stay in or go in or go out?
I'll go with Reese.
Good.
Alrighty. Cool. So the two of you, and I think Frag will stay out with Zavid to keep guard. There we go. 2 and 2. Split the party. Why not?
Yeah. Why not? We already did the big bad of
Yeah,
the section,
exactly.
so.
Pretty much. And it was bigger and badder than even I was expecting it to be. God damn.
Mhm.
So you're in here, and again, the water is up to the roof. But you notice, now that you're in here, the ship sank in a very strange way. It sank bow first, like the front of the ship went straight into the dirt. So it's kind of lifted up at an angle like this.
Yeah.
And you realize that just up that stairwell to the left is an air pocket.
Ooh, Reese goes and right into the air pocket.
As soon as you walk in, you see that there are torches on the walls lit. And there's empty wine bottles on the floor. On the far side of the room, you see a crate filled with cheese wheels, massive cheese wheels, and a couple other crates filled to the brim with wine bottles. And just to your south, holy crap, that was a big roll, Zavid. What in the hell?
I was just gonna heal Frag using Undust Blessing and a 2-action harm, and
Good God.
I almost rolled max on that.
Yeah, you did. Holy shit. 106 healing? Wow.
Hey,
So
buddy.
that's-
And then I unleash so much into this dude. Like, he gets like calloused like scars everywhere. Like, it overheals. Ugh,
You repair
sorry.
some of the metal on his armor. Good God, that is a heal and a half.
So I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just
No,
gonna do that on
you
the
technically
side.
didn't. I interrupted myself. But the other thing you notice, Con and Reese, at the very south of the room, is a jail cell, a brig, so to speak, a boat jail cell, and inside you see a human man laying on a cot. He's holding an empty wine bottle in his arm that's like leaning over the side of his cot. This man, but very passed out. He has a worn tricorn hat. He has ruddy clothes on. He's a human man, dressed as seemingly like a trader or a salesman, a sailor or a tradesman.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
He's underwater and just passed out alive?
This
a pocket
section
of
is a
air.
small pocket of air.
Oh,
The side to the left. Do you see on the map there?
Yeah,
The part to the
sorry.
right is the ship is sort of it went head first into the sand, so it's leaning up at an angle. So just this one little pocket of the ship is filled with air.
I gotcha. Okay.
Khan is gonna very quietly just kind of sneak around the place, not wanting to wake the guy up.
Give me a stealth in the tower.
All right. I tumble over like a pile of pots and pans. Whoa!
Whoa.
This guy looks like a
Whoa.
character from like a Disney film.
Right.
Right. Okay, yeah, you are able to, you see that some of the boards are, undone and broken, so you're able to dodge them very easily. You don't step in the puddles of water, so very quietly you are able to make your way to the back there.
What are these cheese wheels or big
Yes.
pizzas?
They're huge cheese wheels, large Goudas, cheddars. As an Isoki, you actually are very well acquainted with some of these. Yeah, these seem to be fine aged cheeses. And give me crafting. You're an alchemist. Give me crafting publicly.
Ta-da!
Still a really high roll. You see that these wines are of a very old make. This is very clearly a rich merchant that was going across the inner sea with very expensive cheese and very expensive wine. These are probably worth a couple thousand gold, these crates.
Oh wow! Oh no!
Oh man, that's a face.
Got it?
Yep, we got it. We got it. Yep.
Okay, where did I cut out?
This is clearly a merchant that
A rich
has-
merchant ship.
Yeah.
Yes, it's clearly a rich merchant ship that was selling expensive aged cheese and extremely aged, couple 100-year-old wine,
Ooh.
and realizing that these are probably worth thousands of gold. These crates in this ship, and you realizing that, you turn around again, looking back at the passed out man and seeing 7, 8, 9 bottles empty lying on the floor next to him.
Look, he's having a rough time. If my ship crashed and everyone was eaten by water elementals or something,
I'd do the same.
Yeah.
Cheese and wine, my diet. Hello, yes.
what is Reese doing while Khan's investigating?
Yeah, what are you doing, Reese?
Reese wants to actually, let's do. Can I do a perception on just his area outside of see if there's anything that's an identifier or whatever?
What are you looking for specifically?
If there's any way I could tell how long ago this was.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you, let's see, society. Give me that in the tower.
Okay.
Okay. Looking about, you know that when ships crash and sink, they do host life almost immediately. Creatures move in very, very quickly, just like as you can see here. Judging by the amount of bottles there, the amount of cheese crumbles that are around this man, you'd wager it's probably been at least 4 or 5 days.
Okay. Reese sneaks over to Khan.
Give me a stealth in the tower, please.
Okay.
As you're passing by, you walk on one plank that kind of creaks, and he just
So Reese then winces and sneaks the rest of the way.
Okay.
And looks over to Khan and she's like, "Did you find the big cheese?" Oh no!
Oh no, did we lose her?
Yes!
Yes, of
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
course I did. What?
Oh no, a robot.
Always
What?
bad. Hey. Wouldn't be Tales from Shadow Valley without tech problems, would it?
We loaded up
Oh,
really good.
Am I back?
Your voice
we
is
can
back
hear
already.
you.
Unmute and mute your. Yeah, there we go.
There you are.
Woo.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
you're back.
all right.
All right.
So
Okay, cool. A hex was put upon me.
a hex was put upon you by cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Anyway, who's the guy?
I don't know, but he's been here for like 4 or 5 days, roughly.
We should probably rescue him.
Yeah, probably. What's more frightening, and waking up to an elf or waking up to a 4-foot rat?
the elf, obviously.
The orc in power armor.
Yeah. So Reese, like, thinks about it, is like, yeah, fuck it, and goes over to the cell. Doesn't really care if he makes noise at this point.
Mhm.
And it's just kind of like, hey, buddy.
Ah,
Hey.
ah, ah, oh, 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 who are you? Oh, I'm dead, aren't I?
No, you're
Oh,
not. You're,
I'll die here.
you're almost dead. I'm almost dead. But, like, no, when you got here, were the things attacking your ship?
And he starts to sit up, and he's clearly hungover. Like, he's probably still drunk, this guy. And he sits up in his cot, and let me rotate him since he's no longer sleeping. Boop, boop. He says, "Oh, who are you? How did you get down here?"
A friend of a friend knows a thing or two. We beat up the sharks and the elementals outside, and do you want to stay in this air pocket bubble forever, or do you want to get the hell out?
No. And he starts slapping himself in the face, trying to like sober himself up a little bit. And he says, "You found me.
Yeah.
You took care of that. You took care of those monsters and them those huge sharks.
Yeah, they
You-
ate me, actually.
You got 8."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Reese raises in arms. He's kind of like shredded, like
Mm,
scratch marks.
mhm.
A little bit.
You're just some kind of hero. And he starts to kind of break down at this point. Oh,
Oh my god, no.
I
It's
thought I
okay.
was
It's
gonna die in here. I've been alone for days. Oh,
yeah, I could tell. At least you got good cheese and good wine. So
believe
could be
me, it
worse.
gets old, you get sick of it quick. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Right.
how
Well,
can we get out of here?
yeah, that's a good question for you. For us, not so big of an issue. How fast can you swim?
I'm an okay swimmer. I've been sailing my whole life.
Okay, so inside of there is a whole bunch of water. You're gonna want to swim right up, like
I think I can do that.
out and up.
All right,
Yeah,
out and up.
out and
I
up.
think I could take that.
Yeah.
And you sure there's no monsters out there?
No.
Yeah, one of us should probably go
Oh,
with you.
oh my god! No, wait, no, I'm definitely dead. I'm seeing huge rats on the ship. I'm dead. Take me up, oh Saren Ray.
Hey,
this
hey,
is-
hey,
Hey,
you're
hey,
not
hey, hey,
dead.
no,
You're not
no,
dead.
uh-uh.
I'm taking you to the surface of the water so that you're not
Yeah,
dead.
this is your guide. This is your guide. I know nobody faster than Khan.
Oh, well, all right. If you say so, saviors. Let's just get out of this place.
Yep.
And do you let Zavid and Frag know that you're coming with somebody?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and Reese is gonna look for the shiny.
The shiny was the torches that was lit in the air pocket.
Rude. Okay. Is there anything
But there's
else?
thousands of gold worth of cheese and wine, and you have a guy who knows ant hall.
Yeah, okay, Reese is gonna, like, take account of how many things are, then they're gonna go back.
Don't one of you have a bag of holding too?
Nope.
I thought
Isn't
Con had a bag of holding.
I don't think so. If I do, I don't know of it.
I could have sworn you had a bag of holding. Let's
If
If
check.
I had a
Reese
bag
does.
of holding,
If I had a
I
hammer,
would be using that. If I was a young warthog.
I could have sworn one of you had one. Okay, I guess not.
No.
Is
All
it
right.
Frank who has one?
Maybe. Let's check. He's kind of an
Or
inventor.
something
or
like
whatever.
that?
Let's see. Boots of bounding. He's got a knapsack of halfling kind. What is that? It works as a type 2 bag of holding. Yes, Frag has a bag of holding.
okay,
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
then, yeah, Reese, then just, like, is there faster, because there's no guidance of, grabbing someone, and just pops up, it's like, hey, there's a bunch of wine and cheese down there, Craig. Do you have that bag on you?
Oh, yeah, I got this. And he opens up his chest panel and pulls out a little backpack that's way too. It's like, you know, those like kindergarten backpacks the Japanese kids wear? It's like that. So there's no way he could ever wear it. He just keeps it in a compartment in his chest. He pulls it out. Yeah, I can store whatever you need. What do you got?
Like 6 cheese wheels and thousands of dollars of wine?
Oh, I don't know what a dollar is, but cheese sounds
A
great.
gold! Thousands of gold worth of wine?
So he swims in there. Frag is a very adept athlete, and he goes in and he loads up, bottle after bottle after bottle after wheel of cheese after wheel after wheel,
We
and
are gonna be
manages to stuff
rolling.
many, many, many in there. And you can take account of it when you get to Absalom. But yes, you just got a lot of gold worth of stuff.
Ooh,
like
cheese.
if you go somewhere where you can barter some of it away, you'll probably be set for your trip in Osirian.
Money
Um,
means nothing to us.
It doesn't, but you traveled far away from home.
That is true.
So he's
Yeah.
just out of character. Zavid, are you giving this guy water breathing, or is he just going to attempt to swim? I just want to know if you're spending a spell slot or not.
I have a spell. I can reaction give him. There's a first level spell, air bubble.
Oh, awesome.
So I'll get. It's a 1 minute air bubble around his head. You've got a minute. Go.
Oh, thank you so much. And he gets out of there and does swim straight up. And this was, like I said, very close to the surface of the water, close enough that the crow's nest and the mast were sticking out of the top of the water. So very quickly, oh, thank you all so much. I truly thought I was going to die in there. My name is Joseph Hazelwood. Thank you so much. You saved my
course.
life.
Alright.
That's us. We do
Well-
good things all the time.
Yep.
Hop
We're the good
on,
guys.
up on my griffin.
You are definitely the goodies. So he climbs up on
Goodies.
your griffin with you, and your griffins soar back up into the sky, the night sky, knowing where they're headed. The capital city of the country, Absalom, lies far off in the horizon, across the inner sea. And I think this is where we're going to stop for this week. Thank you all, everyone, for joining us and putting up with our tech issues. Hopefully it'll be better next week. Oh my goodness. Mine was just ridiculous today. Thank you so much, but we'll see where this goes from there in the city of Absalom. Thank you all so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.